You come closer. You come. Yeah.
I'll do 1 minute. Go and say something from there.
No,
Go on,
you're
go on.
live. You're always live.
So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here in Adelaide,
You can.
in West Beach. We've got the final here, the main final between New South Wales and ACT. It's going to be a cracker of a match. Both teams well balanced. Both teams also have very good strikers of the ball who open the batting. So it'll be really good to see. Obviously, the toss has been done, and my good friend, who won the toss again?
New South Wales on the turn decided to bat first.
So New South Wales have won the toss, decided to bat. We just seen them play WA. Very solid innings they had. And yeah, ideally, West Australia, they batted first. They really didn't take opportunities where they should have in the first 6 overs. They were playing a bit complacently and really didn't capitalise. But these guys seeing that, they are definitely coming into the game with a different mentality. ACT hit quite a big score in the previous game. How many runs was it in the last game they hit?
44 runs. They won by 44 runs.
They won by 44 runs in their last game because they had a very convincing batting lineup, as mentioned. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be a good game, and both teams deserving to be in this final. So, we'll be with you shortly.
So the ICC.
Yep. And for the viewers, if you're not aware of what this tournament's all about, it is actually the national Bangladeshi community come together, all states, 8 states in this competition. This coming down to the final. The main organisers behind it were Perth, Bengal. Mansoor from Perth is one of the main organisers. We've got really good support here from Albright, who are the main sponsors, and proudly brought to you by Yes TV, who do a lot of streaming in New South Wales. They've been doing this for 5+ years and always deliver great coverage of all matches. So stay tuned, as you will see good coverage of this match also. We are also lucky with the weather. Looking back at the weather 2 weeks ago, yesterday and today was meant to be filled with rain, but yesterday we had some good weather. It was very chilly. Today is a bit warmer, still a bit breezy, being close to the coastline, but it's much more sunnier. It is a bit warmer today, so it's real good weather for cricket. If you're a swing bowler, yeah, definitely good conditions to bowl in.
You can see the TV here. You can come closer to me.
Yeah.
আরেকটু তোমার শাটার স্পিডটা দেখাবো তোমার।
So the umpires are already there at the wicket. The fielders for ACT are already on the field as well. New South Wales just doing their last words before they send out their 2 opening men.
আপনার কিন্তু তোমার ক্যামেরায় সোলি তোমার ক্যামেরায় বুঝছো যখন ক্যামেরা মুভ করবে এখন আস্তে আস্তে যাবে স্লোলি। স্লোলি ক্যামেরা এদিক সেদিক গেলে স্লো যাবে।
Is there a pause now?
It will come. It will come everything.
Yeah.
That's the name Mafid and Adnan.
Mafid and
Adnan.
Adnan. Yeah. Are we live on mic?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the batsman on strike is Mafid and Adnan. They'll be the two to take to the crease to open this innings. Captain of ACT is just looking around, setting his field.
Ryan, bowler Ryan. Strike Mafid. I can't see the bowler. You can see. I can't see that. What's going on inside?
So Rahman at
ভাই
the
আপনি
top of
যদি
his
নিয়ে
mark.
যেতে পারেন আমার লাগে ভালো, আমরা দেখাইতে পারবো মাঝে মাঝে। হ্যাঁ আমরা বেশ করে নিয়ে আসছি, এই জন্যই আসছি।
Okay, looks like field is set. We're looking to start the innings now. Rahman running in. Beautiful ball, a little bit loose, but hitting the right spot. Batsman letting that one go straight through to the keeper. Second ball bowled, that one's moving away and it has been given a wide. It's definitely got a little bit of swing on the ball. You just got to get that ball in the right corridor. That was a very good delivery. Late movement towards the off, but it was pushed away through the onside. Just a single. Looks like we've got the left hand, right hand combo here today.
Adnan is left.
And it's Adnan, I've been advised, is the left-handed batsman.
Thank you.
So Rahman to Adnan, he's just worked that way on his leg side, just pushed away to square leg there. He's had a shy, but it's a safe run. That was a beautiful ball. Pushing that towards leg stump, late swing, coming across to middle and off, and just played straight back to him.
So anything happening, you can tell them the replay is happening here.
That's so cool. That one's probably going to be a wide, and it is. He is getting that ball to move away past the off to the right-hand batsman, so he needs to really get that length right, and line, I should say, more so. It's good to try and get the batsman on the front foot, but you really want to get the line right if you're swinging it. Shouts for a catch there, but it was a bit too deep for the guy fielding at mid-on. But they managed to pick up 2 on that. You have a look at the replay, bang. He's had a crack at it. He knew the man was up, so it's always going to be quite safe. Yeah, looks like we'll be in for a good game. A little bit of a looser delivery. Batsman's angled his bat and cut that one away. That was a reasonably good over to start the game. If you're just joining us on the stream, this is the final between ACT and New South Wales here in Adelaide. And if you want to see this broadcast, it is available on Yes TV, Facebook, and YouTube as well. Watching what's going out on the field. The second over to start shortly. Umpire's just making sure the field's all set. As most viewers are aware, you've got to make sure that you've got your field right and that you're not going to get any no ball for a fielder. Too many on the onside and whatnot. It's good ball, they work to the offside and they will pick up a single.
New batsman, bowler Asif.
So the opening bowler from the other end is Asif.
Your commentary, yeah, there's still me to sit with you as well. So, and I'm not commentary, but I don't know what
We're gonna go we can both to our same time.
My name is Shumon.
You're in live.
So I've got myself a co-commentator here, Shumon. He'll also be calling the game with us as well.
Hi everyone, this is Shumon here. So I'll be helping Michael with the commentary as well. We're having a bit of exciting game here right now. All the Bangladeshi boys are watching and waiting for the final scores.
Yep.
What's the current score right now? Just 9.
It's an edge. Ooh,
it's an
and he's
edge.
put that one down.
How that's gonna play out now, hey? I'm pretty sure they wanted that wicket for sure.
Absolutely. There's nothing better than getting a... As you watch this ball coming through, you watch this edge going through to the first slip. In and out.
Let's see how costly it becomes for them now.
Yeah, you're not wrong. They say catches win matches and early wickets do change the dynamic.
The next ball was wide. Whether it's a club cricket or whether it's an international match, that's always been a truth that catches wins the matches.
It is a saying that has a lot of meaning.
Earlier, we have seen actually few catches missed between South Australia and Tasmanian. Nice drive.
That was
They'll get
well
a
played.
single. Maybe they will push for. That's a 4 now. That's great. Great.
First boundary.
That's the first boundary of the match.
It's definitely played it to the better side of the ground. That side does tend to run a bit faster, so well played.
Also, the batsman picked up the ball nicely and found himself a gap as well. Well done.
I think I will move my. It will become sunny again. Perfect. No, what is it?
Just a single from this ball.
At least next 1 hour will be no problem.
So, Michael, tell us about a bit of your engagement with ICC fan engagement and organizing this tournament.
Yeah, so
So
I'm from Perth, obviously, and Perth Bengal is one of the main organisers of this competition. Monsua organises big competitions in West Australia.
Yes, I heard that.
Yeah, all year round we play.
Almost 46 teams, I think, that played.
Yes, that's correct. In our last competition, part of our 10-year anniversary of organising matches in WA.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so this is definitely this is the first national one for the Bangladeshi community. But as had been announced, another 2 years, hopefully we'll be in Brisbane.
And I was actually talking to the Brisbane boys earlier. Batsman missed the ball and went to the keeper straight. So I was talking to the Brisbane boys earlier, and they were actually very excited. They were like, all right, there's a lot of exciting things happening, and we're going to take notes so that we can actually implement well when our time comes. I was like, that's great. So they're definitely listening.
Absolutely. Well, that's, being the first one here, there's always going to be a few hiccups in that, but we have managed to get over most of these hiccups. This helicopter goes over us.
Yeah, that's a Westpac helicopter.
That's it. We're right here near the airport. So helicopters and airplanes will be throughout the day. So work that one to the offside there to point and no run.
Fielder, and send it back to the keeper with relative ease.
Well, that struck hard.
Struck hard, misfield, and that's to a boundary. A 4. That will be the second 4 of the match. প্লেয়ারের নাম আছে
কথা বলবেন স্ট্রাইকে যে ফুল ব্লু মাসিদ হাফ ব্লু এন্ড ব্ল্যাক আদনান bowler Ryan. I'm going to just
So Mafid at a strike.
Oh,
beautiful.
Open up the shoulders on that. Man out there in the deep, bit of a shuffle, but he's returning it.
Just 1 run, a single from there. So yeah, I mean, with the World Cup, it really presented us, T20 World Cup really presented us for the community to all over Australia to come together and organize something like this. And as you said, Perth Bengal Club, they're the one who sort of started with the idea and ran with it. Then ICC Fan Management Engagement Club joined. I mean, and now we are all here. For Bangladeshis that living in Australia, this is something amazing, because I've been living here 13 years, and I would confidently say that it never happened before. In fact, for South Australia, we've been a bit unlucky in a couple of ways.
Work that off. There's a man out there, picks it up on the bounce, gets that back.
And sent to the keeper, 1 run.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, like, it is a big thing to organise. I mean, to get all states together in a competition like this. But the Bangladeshi community should be really proud, because I haven't really heard of too many other subcontinent communities doing this.
I mean, as far as I know, that yes, there are like other. They play within the state. They may have multiple teams and playing within the state, but
Definitely going down the leg there. But there is appeal to no avail.
organizing a tournament like this and going across the state, everyone coming together and playing, this is something very unique.
See the replay.
So as you can see, going down leg, very clear. Not a hard decision for the umpire on that one.
I mean, unfortunately, we do not have a DRS here.
Absolutely.
But if it's necessary, we may be able to do the replay.
Yeah, if they want to come and speak to our techie guys here.
Yes, Sydney, when you do in our Sydney, we have a DRS.
We have a DRS too as well. Okay.
We have a stand camera, we use the fly cam, drone, everything. But, we cannot bring all of them in flight, The minimum we can. 2 tripod, 3 tripod.
I mean, in that case, definitely, I thank you, Yes TV. They're one of the sponsor, and for all the technical help with the live telecast and everything. It has been fantastic setup here.
I think we
Again,
want to help the community. That's the reason, and we are not taking any single penny for this.
thank you.
Yeah.
That's the community definitely appreciates the effort.
Yeah, so if you didn't hear that, viewers, this is actually done by STV, and they're doing this complimentary just for to show their support for the Bangladesh community and for community cricket as a whole. So we're very lucky to have that. I mean, it is a very, very sophisticated looking setup that they have. And yeah, to view a game with technology like this is a great thing. Swing and a miss, as they say.
Swing and a miss. Looks like there's some fly right in front of the umpire's nose.
100%. There are a few going around today.
Well, given the summer is coming in South Australia, so you do get a bit of a flies.
Yeah, they're everywhere, those little buggers.
Even today, it is very cold. I bring a lot of my shirt, but it's not cold. It looks okay.
Well, the weather-wise, it's been a bit on the colder side because we've got a funny say, which is in South Australia, if it's under 25, it's winter. But at the same time, let's say last year around this time, it was 30 plus temperature. And while today, I think like 24, 25. I mean, perfect day for a cricket. I mean, with blue sky and bright, shiny days.
Little cool breeze floating through, not too bad. Well, that's going to be wide, and it is.
So, Michael, have you traveled to South Australia before, or this is your first time?
Second time here. First time I came was in 2019 in January, and I came to watch Australia versus India in a 50-over match.
Oh, yes, that's definitely was a very exciting match.
Totally different weather then. It was a heat wave. I was at the ground. It was 42 degrees.
Yeah.
Totally different to today.
And lots of liters of beer flows on those days at Adelaide Oval then.
100%. You need to keep cool.
Absolutely.
That's just one way. If you have a look at the replay here, you'll see a shy at stumps to no avail. Batsman is safe, lives to see another day. But yeah, no, definitely, I must say, Adelaide Oval is definitely one of the best grounds to watch cricket in Australia. It's a beautiful oval. Oh, he's had a crack at that.
That's a crack, and that would be a 4.
Yeah, so Mafidi.
So, Mafidi, what will be the ideal score of this ground? Any idea?
Ideal score T20. We are actually expecting a high scoring, at least when I'm saying high scoring, with the tough wicket here, 140 to 160 would be a pretty good score, I would say, at this stage. But again, we haven't really played a lot on this ground, so don't really know. We know like so in this oval there are like 4 grounds. These 2 background, they're not really used so much. It's mainly the front 2 grounds they're used more frequently.
Yeah.
I remember one of the matches I was here and the score was 146. And and the defending becomes a bit like the team who batted first, they actually won.
Yeah.
So I'm saying from that experience.
In the morning, SCT score 172.
172 here.
Yeah.
All good, all good.
That's good.
No problem.
That's good.
Yeah, no, I was watching over my shoulders on that one because obviously I was watching the West Australia New South Wales game. But yeah, they did have a real good knock. So be interesting to see what New South Wales do today with the bat against these boys, because we know that they can bat. So it'll be interesting. They'll really want to put on some runs to make life a bit easier for them if these guys want to tee off.
Absolutely.
So Rahman continuing. The ball still swinging. That one's worked away on the onside. Might be a single, and it is through the mid-wicket. So you've been here in South Australia for?
13 years now. So back in 2009, that's when I came. The Adelaide airport, you see, that was not exactly there. So they used to actually have a massive hangar where the plane would land, and then you walk out like through there. And they just finished the building, like the main building you see now, and like actually you see all the extensions and everything there now. So yeah, it was quite a bit of experience coming here from Dhaka, which is a very very busy city. And then coming here, I'm like, where did I come exactly?
Yeah. Quite a big change in scene, huh?
Absolutely, it was a big,
it's going to be another wide.
So, how long you been a part of the cricket, or how did it evolve for you?
Yeah, well, with PBC, I've been a player with them since 2015.
Yeah.
Obviously, because I'm Anglo-Indian, I can't play in this competition. But yeah, I'm like one of their prolific bowlers. so it's sad to have to watch and not play, especially in such a quite a prestigious sort of competition like this. There's a lot of pride on the line.
Absolutely, there's apple for stamping, or was that they're applying for run out? No, there was a stamping.
Apply, yeah, appealing for that stumping, but yeah, no, he was well grounded.
Umpire just dismissed and put the bells back on. Hey, Michael.
How you doing? Oh yeah, got Michael Hennessy here with us, overlooking the commentary team here. He's a man who's done a lot of work for this competition as well. He's put a lot of time into seeing it run accordingly across all facets of the game, and he's also one of the big players for the actual T20 World Cup. So he's in amongst all of it. He's a very busy man. I'd hate to fill his shoes.
I love my cricket, and this is great. This is a great match, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. No, happy to have him on board for sure. His support has been well and truly appreciated.
It has been very crucial to organize this tournament.
Still getting that swing going. It's working away towards the leg stump, but has been worked away, and it looks like they're going to pick up the 2 off that.
Batsman too comfortable 2 runs.
Yeah, like I say, I've played for Perth Bengal since 2015 and been a part of their committee for the last 2 or 3 years. Back in Perth, we actually do it like Big Bash as well, because sometimes if I'm not streaming, I'll DJ. So I'll play like, when there's a good shot or wicket.
You crack up the music.
Yeah, I do. It just lifts the ante. It's a good vibe, Play a few different anthems. And so it's like Big Bash, except,
I mean, especially with the Perth Bengal's background in organizing massive tournaments. I mean, for South Australian, like our organizers, it's also a very good learning scope for us right now.
100%.
I mean, we used to have a cricket team called Adelaide Bengal Tigers. Unfortunately, that was dissolved at some point.
Okay.
I was actually one of their players.
Yeah.
And after that, there were, I mean, sort of our players just played for different clubs, but
Yep.
there was a vacuum as well. We are actually hoping this tournament will help us to reunite and reignite at the same time,
Yep.
to bring that club or another version of a cricket club back on
Oh, for
South
sure.
Australian ground, because we just don't have one right now.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I mean, ideally, this is just a good gateway for the youth to come through as well.
And that's what we are really aiming for. And when the proposal came through Dr. Anis Ahmed, and we heard, and Monster contacted Dr. Anis, we were really delighted that, all right, this is something happening. I mean, we have been, that was like the people who were part of this at the beginning, they became really excited.
Well, that's an appeal for LBW, and it's looking wayward. Oh, that would have been close.
The umpire took his time.
As you can see there, he has stepped quite a bit forward. Might have been moving just across as well. Yeah, good decision in the end from the umpire. I got to admit, looking at the setup that Yes TV use, I'm very impressed. I mean, we use Frogbox, but and Frogbox has a lot of good elements, but this is great as well, real good.
This is like a full professional setup.
Yeah.
I play for Mitchell Park Cricket Club here, and we actually use the Frogbox as well. Well, actually now we have got two Frogbox for two different grade we use. Which is, as you say, like, it has got really good elements, but this setup here is just mind blowing.
Yeah.
This is our smallest setup.
Yeah, it is. It is expandable, as we've been told. Yeah. So ideally, we can run off 2 cameras here today, but it can be.
There is a one match. Mr. Ashraful, he come to play in our community cricket, and that match we use 9 cameras.
Wow.
Great.
Zone and umpire head cam. We have umpire head cam.
What a great
Beautifully
cut shot
to the ball, just ran to the boundary for a 4.
That's a great shot. He got into position nice and early there.
Yeah, that's good.
There's all the boys there. Watch this. He gets into position. There he is, and whack. Straight through the line of the ball and cut away sweetly.
Is the Victoria and Queensland's the T10 match finished? Do you know, Michael?
No, I think.
Do you know the score?
I think they're in one innings. Viewers, if you're not aware, there's been a couple of games here for different plate groups. This being the main one, and the other game had to be replayed due to a few mishaps, and it was a 10-10. Is that right?
Yeah, no, that the umpires decided to cartel it to 10-10, and the boys really took it like, all right, a 10 over, very attacking match. There is no room for any softness. We are just going to attack every ball. So
yep.
I'm hoping for a good score out of there as well.
Yep.
Earlier, South Australia and Tasmania played. Tasmania scored 222. South Australia, they scored 100. I forgot how much. I think they scored around 140 something.
Yeah.
For Tasmania, Munna and Mirja was very attacking. Within the first 10 overs, they accumulated, I think, 124 runs.
Yep.
While the rest of the boys came, and for the next 10 overs, they also continued the onslaught and scored 100 for the team. And that's a beautiful shot through the cover, and the ball running towards the boundary.
Yeah.
And the 4.
Definitely. I think if you're going to get any value for your shots on this ground, that area there, or that side of the ground, is definitely where, as you can see, that ball there on this replay, just flying along the ground out that way.
Very fast outfield on that side.
Yeah, yeah.
Umpire just signaling the end of power play, I believe.
Yeah. After 6 overs, 42 runs.
After 6 overs, 42 runs, run rate at 7.
No wicket down.
No wicket down. What do you think how they're gonna bat from here? So more fielders will be outside on the boundary to save the boundaries. The batting team hasn't lost any wicket. They're scoring 7 runs over at this stage. What do you think? What's gonna be their strategy now?
Well, obviously based on the score there, they're already quite settled. So obviously with field changes, you need to reevaluate your shots now, because if you're going to go airborne, you want to make sure you're hitting into the gaps, as you can imagine.
Otherwise, you're clearing the boundary. Although I would say the boundaries are pretty big.
Yeah. That was a great
Beautifully
shot.
hit, a sweep shot that almost. We're just waiting for the umpire's call, whether it's a 6, although the spectators are definitely shouting 6. Umpire has called a 4.
You can see in replay.
Yep. If you see this one
you
here,
can see it in the replay
Yep.
where the ball landed.
beautiful big hook there, and
If umpire won, I can show you the slow-mo, more slow-mo in review.
wow, this is great technology to be able to trace that ball like that.
I can't see the ball.
There it is.
I can't see the ball. Can't see the ball.
It's all good. He hit it that hard, we can't even see it on the replay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Umpire just reconsidered the call and declared it's a 6.
There you go.
First ball after the
Power play.
power play, and the ball flies to 6. It was quite a flat 6 though.
Yeah.
Batsman continuing with their onslaught and will be looking for a. Well, they just got a single from this shot, and the run is almost 50.
Yeah.
49.
Score is 49. Yeah. So as you can see, Rahman, he's a good swing bowler, but when you're bowling in that sort of corridor, you really need to get your line right. The batsmen are getting comfortable now with him because he has opened the bowling and he's continuing to bowl. So
Mufid is facing the next ball.
that was a great shot straight down the ground. There's a man chasing.
And beautifully fielded. All the fielder could not hold the ball, and the fielder was Ivan, but nicely fielded.
Yeah. See, tees that one up. Beautifully played. Straight to the line of the ball.
And that's 50 for the team.
I'm sure he was expecting to get 4 on that, but
NSW and ACT playing right.
Yeah.
NSW. New South Wales just got their first 50 runs in 7.2 balls, 7 overs and 2 balls. Shot on the leg. Batsmen are running. They're targeting for 2. Can get exciting. They comfortably took their runs.
what's the umpire calling? Oh yeah, no, he's just saying
Mufid looks like he might be injured. The teammates are running in.
Walking. See the replay. Okay.
He might got a cramp.
could have been, yeah. Did stumble.
They're playing 2 matches today. Semi-final and final.
Well, it has been a hectic schedule.
Bye. Start what they can.
It has been a hectic schedule. In 2 days, the match never stops almost.
That's it. I mean, it is a type of competition where we're always going to be tight for time. You know, a lot of people have careers and all this outside of cricket, so you know they can only get a certain amount of time away.
Well, what I mean, look at the commitment. I mean, first of all, the players who are playing, they're self-funded. They came here, they flew over here. Yes, we understand that they came to also watch Bangladesh versus India and Pakistan, but also they flew here. I mean, they could have traveled all over South Australia, but now they managed their wives and the kids and say, no, we're going to actually play cricket over there. I think that's a pretty big commitment at any level.
100%, 100%. And I think just to butter up the wives, they're taking them to see more cricket tomorrow, Pakistan versus Bangladesh.
And I can totally say that how much the wives love the cricket.
Oh. So yeah, so we're looking at none for 53 here. So Mufid is on 29 and Adnan on 19. So both looking very comfortable at the crease. Even though it looks like one has gone down, maybe a cramp from that last run. What do you reckon? Yep. So we've got Rehan still completing his over. So he's bowled 3.4, no wicket for 30. Asif Pramit, he's bowled 2 overs, no wicket for 13. And Albab Masood, 1 over and 10 off that. So Masood being the most expensive of that, with that 1 over for 10. So his economy is at 10. So let's see how we go from here. So ideally, they really want to try and tighten up with the bowling. I mean, the field's out now, so you know your restrictions are not there. So it's all about placing your field right.
Absolutely. Well, get the bowler's ball in the area and have your fielders also supporting the bowlers. Are they getting a runner? Or Mafid, looks like Mafid is going back to the pavilion after retired. He's been retired hard.
Because he's injured during the match.
Yeah, he can come back later.
He can come back later. However, we don't know exactly the nature of the injury, but it could be a. Hopefully, it's not a hammy. We already heard a couple of boys end up with hammy.
Yeah.
It possibly just a cramp, and that's what we want.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't want anything, but if it's the
absolutely. Well, I mean, from New South Wales' point of view, that he's been a valuable man out there.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure they want to see him recover.
And I'm pretty sure that he has been consistently scoring through the other matches as well, that they and helped them to win.
I think you're right on that. It's waiting to work out who's our new man at the crease. So the new man at the crease is Riyad H.
Riyad Hussain.
So Riyad Hussain, his full name. He'll be joining Adnan, who's continuing. And Rayman to bowl the last 4 balls of this over. And this would be the end of his spell. Looks like we're bowling out.
Well, Ryan being one of their main bowler, I suppose they're trying to attack and control their score. So it would be interesting to see what they do for the later overs.
Yeah. Ooh, that one's upish, but it's in safe territory.
And the batsman ran for the second. Do you think the batsman should have the intention to make them a third?
In that one there, I don't know, the new man at the crease.
Also fielding, you see?
New man.
Looks like the new batsman also having some trouble with the running.
So that's probably one of the reasons why they didn't run the third.
Would make sense.
Yeah. Warm the legs up. It's gone airborne on that. There's a man running towards it, but it's going to fall.
But they landed on a safe zone.
Oh, yes.
Okay, he's definitely limping now, the new man.
So playing 2 matches in a day in 1 hour break, it's tough.
It's taking a toll on the body.
That's
Hopefully they kept themselves hydrated throughout the matches.
That's what you want. Some people might argue and say, oh, no, they're only 20 matches, but as opposed to playing like a 70 over match, the difference is the intensity in 2020 cricket. You know, you're always got to be on the ball. You're always got to move.
You're always on the adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
Your body is telling you to go, go, go. Charge the ball. Get the wicket.
Yeah, yeah.
Bring out your best fielding.
Yeah. Go for the extra run. all these
Push,
things.
push, push.
That's it. That's it. All this comes into play.
I mean, here on the club cricket, we play 60 overs match, and I think that's also pretty similar in your
Yeah,
places as
in
well.
WA, in our top grades,
Yeah.
WACA, we play 72.
72 hour.
Yeah.
So we have 60 overs match, and that actually played over two
consecutive weeks.
Yeah, 2 consecutive weeks.
Yeah, same.
And often, like 60 over match, the first 20 was played very slowly.
Yep.
And then the rest 40 sort of starts to pick up the momentum.
It starts off as a test match and then turns into a 50-50 match.
Pretty much, that's how they go about
That's the
it.
mentality.
And while the same team, when they play the T20, it becomes a go, go, go. And we can see it here as well. And given that the boys are on it, they traveled, I mean, if they're from New South Wales, that's a good couple of hours flight.
Yep.
From Perth, that's even a longer flight.
Absolutely, yeah. So
Perth and Queensland.
Yeah. We've had to, definitely to do the longest flight.
And
of all the things.
And if anyone decided to drive, which I don't know if anyone actually did drive, it's just even longer for them.
No one from WA. I'll show you that. Beautiful cut shot there.
Beautiful cut shot.
Fielder's fallen on that and missed it. So it looks like
And
third man's chased
they
it.
just steal a second run.
Riyadh is gone.
Well, I hope that Riyadh is not pushing himself too much, because end of the day, he doesn't want to be injured severely.
Oh man, he doesn't look good.
He can go back and send someone else.
Yeah, that I would say that would be a very sensible idea. I mean, come back later on.
Yeah.
He think he'll go for all shot, all 6. This is...
Oh, he's hobbling, boy. He's
hobbling. I mean, I don't want to say that he has got a body of a Rakim Cornwell, but we have see what Rakim did a few weeks ago in one of the club matches. Was that a Trinidad and Tobago? Was there? 76 balls, 200 something.
Yeah.
He had 38 dot balls there, actually.
Yeah.
Would we see a batting display from Riyadh like that?
Let's see, time will tell.
Adnan.
That's a very good ball. Good length and good line.
And there was a big appeal for an LBW, although the umpire was not interested.
Not at all. There's definitely bad in that. But like I say, that ball, very well delivered. Really good line and length.
Again, another shout from this ball as well.
Yeah.
So New South Wales, they have multiple teams over there as well. And I believe the team selection has been very hectic. I guess comparatively, South Australia had a comparatively easy run when it came to selecting the team.
Yeah. Oh, it's a bit of a fumble out there, and
fumble,
it's gone.
And a 4.
That's 4.
So with from the part the team came, how the selection process went with the team? How did that turn out?
In Perth, there's 3 main teams. So we got Perth Bengal, and you got Bengal Warriors, and then Royal Bengal.
Yes.
So between those 3 teams, which run themselves pretty much independently, but all under BAWA, which is the Bangladesh Association of West Australia, which they organise a lot of other events together, all as one. They all know each other very well, so they obviously
played uppishly. Fielder is running towards the ball, and the batsmen are just stealing a second run, while Riyadh is hobbling.
Riyadh is a very good batsman. He is a very hard-hitter batsman. But see,
struggling with that leg. It's not being able to
I'm really hoping that Riyadh does not do any severe damage.
Yeah, you don't want to be going back to New South Wales saying, "Look what I brought home."
Yeah, a injury.
Yeah.
I mean, the other week when I was playing, I was keeping and I missed a catch. I mean, that ended up on my right hand index finger, and the doctor basically after the X-ray said I've got a hairline fracture, so don't play for a few weeks.
Yeah. Yep. I think we've all got. If you all play cricket, we all got some kind of finger problems.
Yeah.
You know, that's not
all the funny-looking fingers.
That's it. It's not a tennis ball out there. It is a hard ball.
Well, sometimes to make the tennis ball exciting, we actually do a tape tennis. Are you familiar with tape tennis?
Table tennis, yeah. Backyard cricket. It's always good. You
Yeah.
get extra swing in the backyard.
Few boys were actually playing table tennis cricket last night at Modbury Civic Park.
Yeah.
The game started at 9 p.m. at night.
Yeah.
Went until 1 in the morning.
Now that's really king.
Because I mean, most of the boys they are student here, so work and things like that. So Friday night, instead of hitting the clubs, that's what they do.
Well, that's it. You know, you save money as well.
Good way to decompose all the pressure from the week.
Absolutely.
Beautiful line and length.
Straight to the keeper comfortably. That one.
I believe that was Riyadh facing the ball, or that's Adnan, because now both of them has got black batting pad.
One is left-handed, one is right-handed.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's a Riyadh.
That would say.
Oh, and he's
Riyadh.
really hit that. but
Just
there's a man
slapped the
out
ball hard, and again ran for 2.
here. I wouldn't call it running, but he made 2.
A hobbly.
So Riyadh is a dedication level. Yeah, he wants to be there and play.
Absolutely, no doubt on that. The commitment, the dedication is just top level, the
Oh,
top
yeah.
shelf.
I'm sure he was getting a few commendations from his team, and it's a good ball,
Beautifully
but he's really
struck.
disposed it.
Player fielder at the deep, and that's 2. What's the total team score right now?
67.
67.
Sorry, 69 now.
So Riyadh's still on strike now. Ooh, that
Oh,
stayed low.
The ball rested really low. Are we seeing some uneven bounce suddenly, or there was a bowler was showing some of his magic?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it might have been a patch. Yeah, only he'll know. It's all about what you can do with the fingers as well.
Yeah. Beautifully struck through the cover, and there's a fielder at the deep cover, deep point. Before fielded through
Ooh,
the keeper, that's 2 more runs
Yeah,
on Riyadh's account.
he moved well on that one, on that run back. So
Well, even with his injured leg, he is running very fast,
yeah,
or hobbling very
like
fast.
he just drive from Sydney in 10 hours because he wants to play this match.
yeah, wow.
He drove from Sydney to Adelaide in.
Not last night. He's the plane or something maybe.
So yeah, we got our committed Riyadh here. He just drove from Sydney to Adelaide. The last time when I did that took me 18 hours. But after 18 hours, I definitely did not go and hit the ball. I was not middle of the ground playing cricket for sure.
He went and hit the bed.
Before that, I had some food though.
That's it. A bit of kana and then out.
अरे रियाद बंदर एकदम रियाद बंदर that's all. Okay, madam.
I believe Adnan is on the strike now. With all the beautiful shots we are seeing from Riyadh for the last 3 balls, Adnan was possibly sheltered a bit.
Yep.
Now, let's see how Adnan goes. Played nicely through the cover.
Cut shot there.
What happened to the scorecard? All of them are gone.
Oh no.
Their left-right combination is also making the fielding team work extra hard.
Just waiting to see what's happening with our live scorer. So hopefully they'll be back online in a moment.
Nice fielding. Although the intention was to send the ball to the boundary, as you can see. And again, that is Riyadh, the most committed player at this stage.
100%. No denying it.
He may not be feeling 100%, but he is giving more than 100%.
I can totally agree with that.
Beautifully sweep. And a single. And Adnan is back on the strike. Bowlers would be struggling with their left and right hand batting combination.
It always is more of a challenge, you know, having to readjust. But he's bowling well. Well, that's a catch, and
That's a
gone.
catch, and that's a gone for Adnan's innings. And Adnan has scored.
So this is a fast cricket. They take out of Muffy. Muffy wasn't out.
I know. Whoever
No,
did
no,
it.
no, no, no. This is the first wicket. Buffett was retired.
Yeah.
But this,
But they put it as.
We'll contact the scorers and I'll ask them to
Yeah.
correct it.
I think that's probably what they're doing. They must have realized themselves.
They'll
Because
be like, oh my God, what have we done?
that's right. Because this, in actual fact, is the first wicket that's just fallen. Previous batsman did have to retire hurt, so it doesn't really count as a wicket.
You can break now. Break. Huh?
The umpires called it drinks break. We'll be taking a break as well. After a quick drinks break, the players are back. The batters are getting ready. The bowlers on the mark. We're just waiting for another onslaught to start.
Also waiting to get some more information on the batters and bowlers. Haven't rectified that yet.
Beautifully played, lovely timing. Riyadh is running with, and that's a 4.
Wow.
That side, the outfield is really fast.
It is. You can see both fielders there chasing that down, but no hope.
It was not a like a shot that was struck hard.
Yeah.
Rather, it was beautifully timed.
Absolutely. Just land back on that one.
Looked very effortless. Earlier, we were talking to our Saddam Bhai, who is the owner of the Yes TV, and how his passion of cricket actually helped him to started this service. Started with the community.
Almost a repeat of this first shot, and that's gone all the way as well.
If you haven't seen the previous shot, you can watch this one now. It's just a replay, although it adds another 4. And we also have Arif Bhai in the camera.
Actually, he's a MBBS doctor, so he used to work with us. He's not a cameraman.
Yeah.
Okay, we we had two cameramen. One is Akash Da. He used to work in Bangladesh mainstream TV channel NTV,
Yep.
Anekushi TV. Another one is Akash Malik. They are now working with a different TV channel.
Yep.
So he comes with us every single day, like 2 years, just come and go. He even never touch the camera, just come and sit with us.
Yeah.
And then one day I asked him, "Can you work as a cameraman?"
Yeah.
He said, "Yes, I can." And then one day I start, and now you see that if you see our live, our camera is not that much great, not very expensive, but because of him, we are getting huge response because he's the one who gives the all action,
Yeah.
Because there is a static camera as what we saw in frog ball.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But when you switch camera, then he's the one who give us. Last couple of weeks ago, there's a BSL final. We used 2 cameramen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's also nice. If you use couple of cameramen, then you get couple of camera
Couple of angles.
And one match we use the head cam. I thought I can bring the head cam, and we have the camera today. I bring it. It's the other tripod.
Yes.
But we thought it's too much hectic, because we come from flight and tired.
Yeah.
Well, again, and the scores is flying too. Well, all I can say that cricket makes us do things that we don't think that we would do in normal circumstances.
100%.
But then it drives us to do things.
So I thought I can give you one camera, and if they run out stamping, you can show them. And I decided to go better because the final we don't want any interruption. Yeah.
But that's a good idea having the sweeping.
Beautifully
cameraman.
flicked, a bit uppish, and the ball is going to the boundary. There's no fielder there.
Yep. Once again, that far side of the ground, and there it goes.
There it goes. Shoo!
Yeah, no, I must say that's so good to have that sweeping extra camera for the sweeping, so you actually get to follow the ball and see where the batsmen hit the ball to. If there's a catching opportunity, it's great.
Full wireless system. That we plan that we can put the camera on the other end, but we don't have the Sydney. We have a couple of manpower.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have here, so we can just keep it inside.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, we're hoping in the future tournaments, we will have all those things in the play.
Work that away off the legs beautifully.
Just lovely pulled down, and the ball is actually slowly running to the boundary, and that's another. Well, we're waiting for the umpire to call here, and there is the call for 4. The run is flowing.
It is. It is.
So, Michael, have you had much chance to travel around South Australia?
South Australia, yeah, because like I say, I was here in 2019.
Yeah.
And that was just for one day of cricket, and the rest was holidaying. So
that's great.
Been to Harndorf, been to a lot of the wineries and
Yes.
stuff. This time round, I came here for 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, these 2 days dedicated to cricket, and then tomorrow for the games at the Adelaide Oval. But all the
That's
rest,
right.
I've been here with my partner.
Yes.
And we have gone all around the town, wineries, went to Melbourne Cup at Morpeth Field to watch it.
Yes.
Yeah. Great day, but it was raining.
It was raining. I mean, luckily the horses were not running here, because then that would be cancelled possibly.
No, they still run. So all the races at Morpheville, even though it was raining, they all still ran. All 9 races went ahead.
That's another 4.
Wow.
And we'll ask Adam Bhai about the score.
94.
94 in how many overs, Adam Bhai?
After 10.5.
After 10.5.
Yeah, it's built up in the last few.
Even I can't say who is the batsman. I think can't see.
The bowlers are trying hard. The bowlers are trying hard to restrict the batsman from scoring, and there was an attempt of a stamping. The umpire just came and fixed the stamps, and they're not really interested.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, now these guys are flying away with the score, but let's be honest, we know ACT can bat as well, so it'd be interesting to see what the final score is here and how these boys chase it down. Oh, he's just worked that off the leg.
Beautifully shot, and I can confirm you viewers, Riyadh is running.
Must have been a cramp. He's looking better now.
আরিফ তোমার ক্যামেরা খুলে গেছে কিন্তু ব্যাটারি আছে কতক্ষণ খেলা শেষ হয়ে গেছে দিচ্ছেন না আসেন
The T10 match just finished. Are they going to start the plate finals now?
No, this is the plate.
Oh, was that the plate finals? So are you sure that was the plate final? I think that was the Victoria and Queensland T10.
The batsman is Pullock. He's a new batsman. Or Pullock, he's one of the best batsmen in NSW. So NSW, the batter, the most better are the very destructive. But if you don't mind, a lot of teams had the NSW player like Asad Kareem, Jayed Imran. They might be get chance because they are also have a very, but you know, the team combination you can select only 14 or 15.
Well, I mean, and also something else happened, which is especially last year, a lot of people from NSW, I mean, a lot of the cricket players, I would say, they moved in other state, and the moment they arrived there, they first seek for a cricket team. Where is the cricket team? We want to play cricket, and that's how we actually seen that. ACT has got a couple of players who are from New South Wales. South Australia had actually one player who is also from New South Wales. So when they face each other in the field, they're like, "We know you."
That's right. That's right. Well,
we know you.
One of the players who played for Northern Territory, Twanid,
Yeah.
he actually plays for Perth Bengal. So, but because of his affiliation with the Northern Territory, he was selected to play for them. But he's now a permanent resident now in Perth, and he plays for Perth Bengal. So you're not wrong. When they hunt down different states, they hunt down different teams.
Well, end of the day, it's the love of cricket. That's what matters to them.
What a shot that was! Gave himself room, cut that.
And there was a misfielding,
no,
and
that's
the
four.
ball ran to 4. And I think the fielder his name is Shumon, if I'm not wrong. Ashraful, maybe he's not. Nah, that's not Ashraful.
Beautiful shot. Did deserve to be 4, but it shouldn't have been. Misfield.
100 there.
The ACT team must be feeling a bit down with that misfield. However, boys, cheer up.
See the scorecard in the beginning, past 5 overs, they are 6 runs per over.
6-7 runs per over.
It's almost close to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, score is.
I mean, last
as you
5
can see,
overs.
102. Well played.
So they were after 6 overs they were 42. Now after, is it 11 overs?
11 over 3 balls.
11, almost 12 overs. They're over 100 now.
Yeah, 103.
103. So what do you reckon what the score is going to be? I would say around 170.
That's a wide ball there. It's got to be.
The umpire did not call wide.
Wow.
I felt the ball was very close to the stump.
Yeah.
Who's umpiring? Is it Shishir?
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, most competitions we play in, even if the batsman steps across like that, unless it's shaving the stump completely, it'll be called a wide. So it's lucky you get away with that.
I guess the umpires are feeling a bit more generous. Good for the bowling team.
That's it. Yeah. One shot,
and Upish, and that's taken, and that's not Riyadh, is it?
Yeah. Very textbook catch that one there.
Riyadh's innings finishes here at this stage. Yeah, they just finished the T10, so there'll be the plate championship will start. I can see umpire Sunny, who earlier umpired for South Australia and Tasmania match. Actually, I was the leg umpire for that match.
Who was the winner over there?
Queensland. Victoria.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So,
Yep.
so here's that replay. You can see the ball's a bit short. The batsman's hits on the upish, and very textbook catch there. Doesn't get anything easier than that. So a very interesting match here. As you can see, we're just past the halfway mark with the overs, but the score at 103.
With actually 2 wickets down, have they fixed the wicket or?
Yeah, so it's legitimately 2 wickets down. We have had one batsman retire hurt.
So you guys watch it? Yeah, now I think like a little bit car because I don't want overheating the
Yeah.
laptop.
Do you need one of those cooling pads?
No, it's fine. It's okay because this is a gaming laptop.
Yeah, they tend to heat up.
Because if it's in South Wales, we use our desktop is more powerful.
Yep.
But if we are traveling, it's laptop.
The new
Ooh.
batsman in looks like the bowlers are more invigorated right now with the wicket being down, Riyadh being out of the field.
Yeah. This one
And
tied him up a bit. Look at this on the replay. Oh, yeah.
So just tell them that scorecard is not our issue.
Yeah. So the live scoring is what you're seeing on the actual score there. It's not the STV. So the score is right. Unfortunately, they have done something with the statistics side of things, so you can see what's happening with the batters and the bowlers. Hopefully, it'll be resolved before the innings, or definitely you'll see it all back and running for the second innings.
we have a cameraman taking videos of another cameraman.
That's right. And there's probably someone in over there
Experts in
with
the
a mobile phone.
action.
There's probably someone on a mobile phone taking footage of both of them together.
Absolutely.
So the bowler's at the top of his mark.
The new batsman in, and the name of the new batsman is Rahat. I believe, as usual, the NSW batsman, he's also an explosive batsman. He will try to keep the scoring on.
That ball was a full toss, but square leg has said it's definitely not a no ball. It was under the waistline, so no free hit.
The fielder fielded the ball easily and sent back to the bowler. The bowler is getting ready now. No runs from the previous ball. Let's see what happens now.
Oh, on the
A
full,
flooded
and that's up in
full
the air.
and in the deep. Ivan fielded and sent back to the bowler for 1 run.
Yep.
Is it going to damp the scoring? What do you think, Michael? With Riyadh out of the, he's not being there, and he was the main hitter earlier.
Yeah. Well, he has set a good temperament for the team. They've got quite a few overs in hand, and they've got only 2 wickets down, so they're in a really comfortable position, New South Wales. So these guys shouldn't feel too much pressure on. Obviously, the new batsman at the crease will need to get his eye in, but I'm sure once he's comfortable after a couple of overs, I'm sure these guys will continue putting him away, because it looks like they do have a good batting side. We've seen it against West Australia in the previous match. And as you can see here, these guys are just pushing it around nicely.
I mean, while Riyadh was here, we have seen them. They actually steal runs even from these shots.
Oh.
While he was hobbling, he still ensured that he get 2.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, that's it. Diehard cricketers.
I mean, it's a 20 overs match. A couple of overs, if you can check the runs, that actually makes even a big difference. Every dot balls fielded nicely in the deep cover, and the 2.
Yeah.
And the batsman had to put extra effort to reach to the safety.
Yeah. Thought he had more. He thought he had more time than he did, so had to make that last minute dash there. For the viewers out there, this is really good weather for cricket today.
Well, it cannot get any better than this.
Oh, beautiful. Not overly sunny, just right. Nice little cool breeze picking up. Nothing too intense. Really good for cricket.
I mean, given that last week around this time, we were all just like, just buckling down, and it just felt like winter.
Yeah, 100%.
The play championship also starting soon. As I said, previously the players have a very tight schedule.
Yep.
After the matches, also there are some feast. Again, it's all coming from the passion of cricket.
That's it. And if you're a real diehard cricketer, you can still have biryani and play after. Some people who have
Well,
biryani would rather go have a nap, but these guys, they're still out there doing it.
I mean, I might add this one actually. Players actually have biryanis in the innings break.
Yeah. It can be, it's a cozy food curry sometimes, and it can make you a bit tired. These guys are soldiering on.
They are surely.
Ooh,
Beautifully
work way done.
played. The fielder was quite wide. Can he reach? Yes, he reached. He ran quite a bit of a ground. Would that be a good 20 meters run for Ehsan, the fielder?
Yeah, at least, for sure.
It's a lovely ground. There's a lot of people around. Also, the cricketers' families are here. There's a food stall which is eternally busy.
Yeah.
People are just flocking over there and getting their tuckers on. There is a quick.
Oh.
I think the batsman arrived quite safely.
Yeah, I know. I think he knew it was touch and go there. If he had a hit, it was very close.
It's just run stealing.
তুমি যদি কোনো সাঁতার স্কুল ম্যানুয়ালে যায় পারাও তখন তুমি মোবাইলে দেখবা কেমন যায় ভালো লাগে থাকবা ভালো লাগলে চেঞ্জ করে দেবা
Oh,
beautifully struck, uppish, and that's running to a 4. Lots of cheering from the New South Wales dugout.
Yeah. I think the batsman hit that confidently, knowing that the field had moved around. So he'd already checked his field and, yeah, got behind it well enough to see it over the boundary. It's a better ball.
A quick single again before the fielder can field.
If you have any, mute the ringtone. Otherwise, Facebook sometimes have a copyright issue, even ringtone.
Hit it high. Would the player reach? Okay, they cover almost 20 meters and fielded the ball back to the bowling end. And in between batsmen, still 2 runs.
হ্যাঁ সানাজ ভাই হ্যালো সানাজ ভাই
Beautifully hit, a lovely pull shot,
Oh.
and the fielder really tried hard. Ehsan has been fielding really well, although he couldn't stop this one. It ran to the boundary, and that's a 4.
I think he must have a magnet in his pocket because that ball's chasing him around everywhere.
Well, he's been busy.
তোমার কেমন সুন্দর কে স্মোক করলো কে মত পেলে না আমাদের বরং তো যারা স্মোক করে তারা কিন্তু দেখাই স্মোক দেখ সবাই Great.
Nicely hit. There's a fielder in the deep. There's a little fumble, but there was only one run.
Some very passionate fans.
Well, he is from Victoria, which should be up fierce rival. There was a nice running between the wicket. Again, batsman has to dive at the last moment to
That's
ensure
it.
that he reaches.
Yep. Well, as we all know, well, if you were following the game yesterday, New South Wales beat the Victorians.
Yes, they did, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Well, they're continuing their onslaught on other states. I mean, on the Facebook pages, we when the Victoria and I think not Victoria, more like NSW and Queensland team, when they revealed their team, it looked like they're here to kill. They're both of them here to win the tournament.
Yeah, they spoke very confidently, and on paper they looked real good.
I mean, I now now Queensland is getting ready for the plate. Well, actually, I remember seeing their team, like when there's sort of like on the Facebook with the photos and everything, when they publish their team, it was like every single player they've got a century and like 5+ wickets.
Yeah.
I think one batsman had like 170 plus like 6 wickets. I'm like, all right, man.
That's it. You know, stats are good. They do tell a bit of a story, but at the end of the day, in 2020 cricket, it all comes down to the day. You know, and
It comes down to that hour. What's happening there? How your mindset?
that's it.
What are you doing?
How each player takes on their role. You know.
Oh,
Good ball. Really good length. Brought him forward.
another over finished. So you said you've been playing for Park Bengal from 2015. What did you do before that? Were you playing for another club or?
I used to play lots of club cricket in my junior years.
Yeah.
And then I played up until I was about 19. Then I got involved in the music and promoting scene
Yeah.
in West Australia.
Mhm.
So I was doing all that in amongst work and other commitments. Then I went back to cricket. So doing cricket. So I do cricket now. I DJ events.
Mhm.
I do acting. I do theatre and film.
That's great.
So yeah, so I'm always fighting with my other half to be able to give time to the family. So
Well, I mean, for whatever it is, you love adrenaline and you love to stay in front of the screen, aren't you?
yeah. Oh, that's
That's a beautiful. That's a biggie.
oh. That's good.
Do you think that's a good 75 meters?
For sure. For sure.
I would say this is one of the big 6 that we have seen so far here. I'm pretty sure that you can see the see in the replay if there is replay happening right now.
Yep. You watch this, gets up and whack. Huge. And like I say, it's good to have our
The true-
other man on the camera there.
Oh, swing and a miss. Are they asking? No. Next ball was a better length, a swing and a miss.
Sorry, I missed that one. Still trying to speak to other people to get the actual players' scores on the screen. Oh, makes room and opens
Played
up.
on the off, and there's a fielder in the deep.
And that's the
However,
fast
the
boundary.
ball was faster. It's that lightning fast ground there.
Look how far that's gone.
Yeah.
That goes.
Just ran.
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe the field curator paid more attention to that
Yeah,
side.
that's it. I'm sure after the game he's going to say, if we ever play here again, I don't want to field on this side of the ground.
I mean, I gotta say that this is a very unique moment since we're living in like Australia, and that's another 4.
Oh my
It was on the leg. It's just the run, just
It's a barrage.
raining runs.
Yeah.
What's the score right now?
140 to 50 over, 15 over.
15 overs, 142. Do you think they can add another 50 up to 60 odd runs in the next 5 overs?
Well, like I say, they've got heaps of wickets in hand. These guys are seeing the ball like it's a beach ball out there.
My prediction has been wrong, very wrong.
To be 200 plus run.
Oh, that's fine.
Played nicely, and
the
there's
man
no
to make it
fielder,
around.
and it's running to the boundary 4. And Mr. Cameraman,
Everyone's getting involved. Cameramen and the lot.
well, end of the day, it's cricket.
That's it. Might have to put a few fielders around the ground to help these guys out, save their legs.
They're playing like this over already 10, 18 run, 5 ball.
5 balls, 18 runs. Let's see what happens on the next ball. All right, played a little bit defensively because it was a better length.
Yeah, 100%.
It looked like it just came back off from the good length.
Yeah.
Do you think there was a sudden bounce?
No, I think he just changed that length up. Ideally, it took him quite a few balls to work it out. Last ball of the over to work it out that he's pitching just a bit too full, and these guys are just getting to the pitch of it and smacking it.
Well, any bad ball is just getting punished to the boundary.
100%.
Are you missing? Yes, now.
I am absolutely missing playing cricket. I got to touch a cricket ball earlier, and I almost wanted to run out and bowl it. You know, missing it. I love it. I mean, that's what I do. I'm a bowler. I do love batting as well, but I'm pigeonholed as a bowler. But yeah, now watching it and commentating, it's all great, but it's nothing better than being out there playing it.
Well, I mean, as you said, you've been pigeonholed as a bowler. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you saw Rashid Khan's batting yesterday.
Yeah.
There was nothing short of a proper batsman, especially in a T20.
That's it.
I mean, so I was talking to a couple of my, boys from my club, Mitchell Park Cricket Club, and we were talking about, well, Rashid Khan knows this ground really well.
100%.
He's definitely gonna tell his team what they need to do, and how he bats is going to be quite interesting.
100%.
And our prediction sort of came right that when he scored, I think he scored 48.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, he scored around 48 and almost threw Australia out of that tournament.
Yeah. That's it. You know, he is a player for the strikers, so he knows the ground so well. So definitely an asset for the
Afghan team.
100% for the game.
Bowlers are trying while batsmen are hitting all over the ground, and that's a fuller, and that's to the boundary.
Like the highlights, yeah?
It does look like that. Although this is where I would say you would possibly remember Australia versus South Africa, 434 and 436.
Yeah.
Herschel Gibbs was batting for South Africa.
Yeah.
Do you remember that match? Because when I started watching it, I was like, am I watching a replay or that's a real match? And that was long before even T20 started doing anything like this.
Yeah.
In a 50-50 over one-day match, they scored 434.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's just phenomenal, you know.
Every ball was just going to the boundary.
That's it. Makes you question who rolled the pitch.
What was the intention, eh?
Yeah. Who rolled that pitch for the bowler's nightmare?
I mean, definitely these days the bowling team or the bowler has got more restriction with compared to the batting. But again, everyone loves a high-scoring match.
Yeah.
As we're seeing one here right now.
Yeah, that's it. You know, in T20, I mean, it's really a highlight of batsmen who can hit. You know, bowlers are just there to bowl the ball pretty much. You know, because everyone wants to see batsmen tee off, especially in those first 6 overs. You know, when the field's up, everyone wants to see the boundaries.
I was talking to a sports journalist last night, and we were actually discussing that how it would be like those older generations if they were playing T20. I mean, some of those really fast bowlers.
Yeah.
How would let's say Wasim Akram when he was very young?
Yeah.
How would he bowl in a T20? I mean, with his variation and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, end of the day, he could bowl like 6 balls in 6 different ways.
Yeah. That's it. Well, Wasim was left arm swing bowler.
Yeah.
I bowl swing and cutters, but he's my idol. He's my favorite bowler of all time. And actually, he has played in other games, obviously T20, but he's being older playing them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not wrong. Can you imagine seeing those guys in 2020 cricket? My God.
I mean, how about Lara would bat?
Oh,
I mean, with his stylish, very unique batting display, how he would bat then, like how
yeah.
that would look like.
Yep.
Something possibly we would never see.
Yep.
But that's what we were discussing last night until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. I can imagine. Yeah. Like I say, it's hard. Cricket is a game that does evolve, and it has. But yeah, it is definitely something, that a lot of cricketers would think, how would so and so have played today? And also the bowlers, different type of bowling, from going even back further from Wasim and all them. Like how they would bowl to batsmen of today, and the bats as well. Look how thick these bats are.
Yeah, I mean, compared to some of those old bats, few weeks ago, I actually bought a. If you remember those bats, it's a Gray Nichols Power Blow. It's a 20 years old bat.
Yep.
It's very thin.
Yeah.
But it has got like a rounded edge.
Yep.
And I've seen that the ball just runs.
Yeah.
But it's very different than the current bats, which has got a very thick sweet spot. You just hit and the ball just goes.
That's right. Real thick. Like compared to those bats, like even the Gray Nichols Dyna Drive and all that. Oof, swing and a miss. You can see the intent in the batsman, even in that one there. He's giving himself room. He was looking to hit that quite hard, but it did go straight through to the keeper. So the intent is there. I think these boys are really looking for that.
Well, with the intent and impact, they are keeping the run wheel going.
Yeah. Slow.
That was a slower, but that's just slapped, and the batsman ran for 2. So I mean, at one stage we were talking about the old West Indies in the 1980s. What about that pace squad?
Yeah.
Was like playing T20s. How the other team batsmen would cope up with that.
Yeah. With the Malcolm Marshall,
Joel Garner, and all of them. I mean, Joel Garner did not even bother where the ball hit the batsman or batsman hit the ball. He would just pick up the ball and go back to the bowling mark.
Yeah.
I think then it'll be normal because every like Sunil Gavaskar time they thought they are the best time. In Tendulkar time they thought they are the best. But if they play T20, I think very much similar. They will be punished, even whatever they are.
I mean, we definitely saw Tendulkar punish Warney. Possibly that was when, in that era of cricket has been a great rivalry.
Yeah.
We've been lucky to actually see that, and we actually miss Warney.
Yeah. I know, it's sad.
He was a total entertainer for cricket.
Oh, 100%.
Asif Ali, he's a very good batsman, top order batsman, but he's batting today down the order.
Beautifully, batsman moved and gave himself a bit room to send the ball to the boundary. Fielder really tried hard, however, could not stop the ball hitting the boundary. What's the score? Is it in the 170s now? 165. That's creeping up very fast.
Well, when you're the bowling side first and guys are hitting like this, the thing is you're looking at that scoreboard. It does demotivate you because you think, wow, who's going to step up to the plate to come and hit these runs?
Well,
so, ideally they're going to be having a real good chat after this innings. They'll
definitely talk about their strategy, how they're going to go, whether they want a batsman to have an anchor role or whether they want to go boom, boom, boom from the beginning.
I think they're going to have to go boom, boom, boom from the beginning. I think they need to capitalize on the first 6 overs. They need to, and then have someone probably come in number 4 maybe to steady the ship a little, but they really need their hitters. They can, in T20, it's 20 overs. You can afford to lose a couple of wickets provided that
there is no scorecard.
Providing that you're hitting.
We're still having some technical glitch. Hopefully, the scoreboard gets fixed very soon. And again, thank you, STV, for bringing this live.
Obviously, we're doing Yes TV doing the visual streaming, but we've got someone on My Cricket Live or something like that to get this score across. But we've somehow lost our batsmen and bowlers. But the score's back up at least.
That would be a no ball. Yes, the umpire has called a no. Would that be a free hit?
For sure, 100%.
And what do you think they're gonna aim for the free hit?
Mate, wherever the ball, depends which part of the wicket it lands, is where the batsman's got to get into place to find a hit.
There was the maximum.
That's it. And they're hitting well, so this should be a good hit if the ball's in the slot. Oh,
That was a fuller, and the ball runs to the boundary. Well, actually, it's almost going to the car park now.
he got into position really early for that shot.
It was a bit of a preemptive, but end of the day, he executed it very well.
He did.
NSW continuing to show their dominance with the batting. I mean, for Bangladesh community, this tournament has been a very unique experience. I do not want to call it a legendary experience at this stage because I want to see it continue for many, many years. And that's when it will become history, I would say.
Yeah.
I was actually talking earlier, and when the South Australia and Tasmania they finished the match, I was like, keep that ball. We will auction that in 10 years' time if we actually ever reach there, because that's a part of the history that never happened in like for the migrant in Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know any other, like, not Pakistan, India, or Afghanistan, or any other community who actually played or did something like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, this is the first I've seen, so the Bangladeshis have really got something going here that is quite unique. Like I say, the tournament's organised in Perth. We have like 48 teams wanting to play in the comp. The last one we had 46 that we actually pulled through.
But that's just all within the state.
That's mixed. So that's Pakistanis, Indians, Sri Lankans, Bangladesh, everyone. And then obviously because we've got a lot of Australians that we know as well, they play as well. And for once, they're the minority in the games. You might get one or two in a team.
But that's within the state. And while this is happening national level, almost like a national league.
Yeah.
You know that in Bangladeshi newspaper, they
beautifully struck, and that's over the boundary. Six.
If you see,
lots of cheering from the dugout.
World Cup for mini World Cup for promotion.
Mini World Cup for migrants. And that's what. Well, actually, it was published in quite a few newspaper, I think, and also on the news online news portals.
Look at this. Oh, he just gets into position so early. He knew where he wanted that to
go. And Aminul Islam Bulbul, the first Test centurion of Bangladesh cricket, is the advisor of this tournament. Dr. Anis Ahmed, he's the president. Monsur Bhai, he, along with the ICC fan engagement team, they were all behind these, organizing this. It has been a great moment.
Absolutely. Good shot, playing straight there. Won't get to the boundary, they will pick up two.
And the batsmen are keeping Ehsan busy.
Oh, I feel sorry for his legs.
He's been covering quite a bit of ground. Every ball comes, he runs for at least 15 to 20 meters.
I know. He's going to have a good sleep tonight.
And again, for the live Yes TV, thank you very much.
Yeah. Like I say, Frog Box is one thing. These guys are taking it to another level. The actual ability to have replays, another man on camera panning, so you can see where the ball's being hit to, and if there's going to be a catch or if it's a boundary. It's really good from a viewer's point of view.
So as I was talking to you earlier, like, what are the places that you have traveled? Are you going to take your missus to Maggie Beer's farm?
Maggie Beers.
Yeah,
That's one place I didn't go, but we've gone to quite a few wineries and that. So
yeah. Maybe that's somewhere you want to go as well.
yeah, I've heard it's good.
My missus was very happy when I took her there.
Yeah. Yep.
Lots of shopping from there as well.
Yeah.
Stuart Bullock, a player in that side, the gentleman scored 83 runs in 37 balls.
So Pullock has scored 83 runs in 37 balls,
And
almost a strike rate at 200.
234.32 to be exact.
Okay, there you go.
another one, Asif Hassan, he scored 16 runs in 15 balls.
Yep. So if you didn't hear that, Asif Anik,
Asif Hassan.
Asif Hassan. As you can tell, I'm from interstate.
Well, I mean, you're also seeing how the Bangladeshis, they love their food and the cricket.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yes, you've been a part of the Park Bengal for a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is a very different environment for you.
Absolutely. I mean, for the first year I played with them, we made it through to the finals in a different competition organised by a different organiser in Perth.
Mm-hmm.
So we made the finals, and for the finals, I actually cooked the biryani,
Oh, there you go.
chicken biryani, and then a bit of raita and stuff on the side. But ever since, there's been plenty of other people coming forward with their dekshis.
Well, looks like you're picking up a few words as well. The dekchis. I haven't heard Australian actually call it a dekchi.
Well, I'm Anglo-Indian. So,
You're Anglo-Indian, so
yeah,
you've got the background.
yeah,
in
yeah.
there.
So my mum cooks from North to South Indian cuisine.
All
I
right.
think that's why my dad married her. He loves his food.
Ah, well.
So she makes from North to South India and everything. So pani puri, all the way down to biryani, there you name it.
And in our food stall, I'm pretty sure all the foods are there.
Yep.
I hope that you have used it well.
I have. After the first game, I definitely went and had a feed. The actual food is provided by one of our sponsors. You will be able
Priyo
to see,
Bangla Catering.
yep, and you will be able to see all the sponsors through other links that we have.
That's a run out. The trout is
Is out.
Pullock is out. Is it Pullock?
Just need to confirm that.
Yes, Bullock is out.
Yeah.
Pullock is out after a very attacking innings. I mean, we were hoping that he would get his 100.
Oh,
He was very close.
Well, he's getting celebrated like he did. So the New South Wales bench are very happy with that. And why wouldn't you be? That was amazing.
Very aggressive and exciting innings.
Absolutely.
Not only the bad ball, even the good balls got punished.
Yeah,
He really put the bowler under tremendous pressure.
I think,
Or are you gonna bowl me?
yeah, I think the key to that was his footwork. He gets into position really early.
He picks up the ball very quickly, gets himself, and hits through.
100%.
Then the problem is the scorecard. I find the issue or the problem.
Mhm.
Okay, after the ball, I can tell you what.
Oh, straight back at the bowler. He's got a foot to it.
Bowler
The problem
fielded
is
it with his
the
leg.
scorer mistakenly declare NSW on.
Ah,
So there is no other things coming. Every time they're scoring, because he is scoring in quick clubs, is coming that NSW is already owned by that run, that many run, that many run. So they already made mistake.
okay.
Oh,
gives himself
that's a
room.
cheeky shot and a missed catch,
And
which ran to the 4. Well, am I feeling that this side the outfield is very fast right now too, or everything is going against SET?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Ideally, that should have been a catch. It was a bit hard of a catch, but in this sort of competition, guys would usually hold that. Unfortunately, after hitting hands, yeah, it did hit a patch of lawn that was very nicely cut and allowed it to go to the 4. It's a real barrage of runs here. Almost getting the 200 now. Oh, and away again.
Hit it uppishly. There's a fielder in the deep before he sent back to the keeper. The batsman took 2 runs. Well, there was intention to take a 3rd.
So the match is over.
The
that's-
NSW innings finished, and they have scored
194.
Mhm.
194.
194.
You can go break, yeah?
And now we'll be in break, and we will be coming back soon. Stay with us.
Listen. Hello everyone, I'm Saddam Khan from ESTV Australia, and New South Wales score 194 run. You can see bits of their highlights.
Up pitch and
On paper, they look
The way
real
they
good.
batted, every single ball they go for it. Everyone, and especially Pullock. If you see how he bat, it's excellent. This is the highlight, bit of highlight how they bat. 4 more. So one innings he scored almost 20 runs, 4, 6 and 3 or 4 6 and 6s. So আপনারা হাইলাইট দেখতে পাচ্ছেন। এরপর অনিক, আসিফ হাসান অনিক, উনি অসম্ভব সুন্দর খেলেছেন। and especially this one, এই শটটা কিন্তু সে অসম্ভব সুন্দর করেছেন, অসম্ভব। সো যারা এই মুহূর্তে আমাদের সাথে দেখছেন তারা দেখছেন হাইলাইটস, প্রথম খেলার কিছু হাইলাইটস আপনাদের সামনে তুলে ধরছি। পুলক,
Situation.
yeah.
New
Good.
South Wales
Back to live now.
194. Again from Perth, Bengal, all the way over from West Australia, my co-commentator.
and Shumon joining with Michael. Welcome back to the high scoring match.
So you guys drink yourself or?
So,
All right, first ball is about to roll, and umpire Shishir, Fahmid Ahmed Shishir, he is running to the umpiring mark.
Okay, now we are showing you some replay before the first ball. You just comment here.
okay, so here's a bit of replays from the first innings from New South Wales. Highlights, I should say. As you can see, these guys were on the attack from the word get-go. 194 hit in 20 overs is quite phenomenal. It is really good playing conditions, but these guys are just really, really talented with the bat, and it'll be interesting to see ACT how they chase this down. We know that they can bat as well; they've got some good attacking bats, but that is a bit of a mammoth score. Let's be honest, in any competition to chase down, especially this being a grand final, the extra pressure, it's really on their shoulders. So the first 8 overs after the power play, after the 6 overs, and the extra 2 overs will really tell the tale. So here we go with the first ball.
Live now.
Okay.
The batsman walked down and smacked it straight back to the bowler. Bowler had a quick finger and slowed the ball, otherwise it might hit the boundary. So the intention is there. Every ball would be punished. Now let's see how good they can execute their intentions.
100%. Like I say, it is going to have to be a full capitalization of the first 8 overs, the 6-hour power play to really go over the top, and then roll through after the next 2.
Ooh,
that's a
ball
good ball.
shaped away from the batsman.
Yeah. Good ball, just short of a length on the outside off stump, making the batsman come forward, as you can see here, and away it goes, straight through to the keeper. Still beautiful down here. We're obviously here in Adelaide, and we're not far from the coastline, so there is a nice little cool breeze lingering around, but it is still quite sunny. I know, because my neck has gone red.
Well, Adelaide's sun can be harsh, I can tell you this much.
Good ball and well played.
And nice field, a very easy fielding in the long off. Ball back to the bowler. So as about the Adelaide Sun, a few weeks ago I went for fishing. Actually, it was down Wirina Cove.
Yep.
On a charter boat.
Yep.
It was not a hot day in any sense, all right? It was like a 15, 16 degree day.
Yep.
The sun was out. I got a sunburn.
Oh, he's really put his arms behind that, but that's a man out there on the deep, on the on, straight to him, just a single.
Batsmen are from the very beginning showing the intention. They want to punish every ball. And the bowlers are trying with their line and length. We've got spectators walking around the field, enjoying the match. Beautifully struck. Would they get a double, or they would be happy with beautiful fielding, very aggressive fielding?
That's the captain there setting the example, diving to his left to shut that one down just for the single. As I'm told his name's Asif Adnan.
And the non-striker is the captain of SCP, Labib.
Okay. And as also advised, the non-striker at the moment is the captain for ACT.
There's a bit of a misfield. Would they run for a second? Yes, they're running for the second. Would the batsman try to go lofted over the fielders and try to hit the boundary?
I'd say they will.
See. The first over finished, and now the batsmen would have the benefit of a very fast outfield, their special side. After 1 over, the score is
6.
Without any wicket loss.
No wicket loss.
And again, thank you to Yes TV for bringing this live for our viewers.
Yep. As I said earlier, the way that these guys operate is very smooth, and the way that they cover a game is quite phenomenal, you know. This is one of their more simpler setups, and it's still outstanding, but these guys can really expand with the hardware they use. They're running up to 8 cameras. They can use drones. These guys really know what it's all about. So if you ever want to plan any sort of sporting event, look these guys up, because they're definitely great for any type of sport coverage here.
With all their bells and whistles.
Yes, 100%.
Second over, first ball, and the batsman just wants to hit out of the park. There's a lofted drive over the bowler's head and went for the 4.
Absolutely. We see that on...
So this is my stem camera I built. So I built myself. This is stem camera, and this is actually the camera. You see that?
Yeah.
My hand in TV.
We have got a tech genius here. He's showing us his creation.
That's brilliant.
And his name is Saddam. He's the owner of the Yes TV.
I built this wireless stem camera because we don't have the facility to wire all the time. So it's wireless.
It's very, very brilliant.
But we cannot bring it because stem with a battery. The airlines don't allow us to bring it up.
Yeah.
Lovely timing. The ball through the point.
Should go off all the way.
Went all the way to the boundary. So far, the SCT boys is replying in kind to the NSW boys.
Yep, and like I said earlier, that's what they have to do. There's no two ways about it. 194 is, in 20 overs, is a tally that is not going to be easy unless you capitalise in these first overs, you know.
I see the game as a first 6 over. You've got to capitalize absolutely for the next 4 to 5 overs. You've got to keep the scoring going on. You cannot relax, although you'd have more players out of the like in the boundary. So with the T20, there is not a single moment which slows down. Would this run for a 4? That's another ball, and it ran for the 4 despite the fielder's amazing effort.
If you see it on the replay, you see him chasing it down there. But if you saw the batsman, this is what you want from an opening batsman. A batsman who's confident enough to shuffle his feet, get into good positions to hit the ball. And that was a perfect display.
And also picking up the ball early, getting them in the position, and also not doubting themselves would be the key. I mean, if you doubt yourselves in the middle, you're going to have trouble.
Oh, 100%. Well played, but straight
Well
to a
played,
fielder.
straight to the fielder. Fielder fielded, and the ball is about to be back to the bowler.
So if you're just joining us, as you're aware, this is an eight-state team tournament for the Bangladeshi community. It's definitely the first community cricket tournament I've seen of this sort of scale. Ooh, great ball there.
That is a good ball. Batsman wanted to hit it out of the park, however, couldn't connect.
Yeah, I think that length, just didn't get into position well enough for it.
Well, a length like that, it definitely challenges the batsman. I mean, you try to pull a hook, but that's not exactly a very easy shot to play all the time.
No, it's not.
Ball ran to the fielder, and before the fielder fielded, the batsman took a run. Well, one more interesting thing that I wanted to see whether the batsmen play those creative T20 shots, the run scoring shots,
Ramp shots.
yeah,
and
ramp shots and things like that. Because with that ball, the one we were talking about, usually in a in a normal, 50-50 or a test, more like a 50-50 format, batsman would try to play a hook, but in a T20, batsman would play a ramp shot on that ball.
That's exactly right. It's a different mentality. So. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see a ramp shot today. I haven't seen them.
We haven't seen one yet, have we?
No, I haven't. No.
Yeah, we haven't seen one actually on this match yet. And there is a plate final also going on the other field, which unfortunately we're not covering at this moment. But I can assure you that match is also very exciting.
For sure. I mean, if you're playing in any sort of and even through the qualifying games, you can see the intent from all states. Everyone's here to play good cricket, create a good vibe, but everyone wants to win. Let's be honest. That's what you do. You play sport to win, but it's good to see good camaraderie. That's the real good thing I've noticed. How all the Bangladeshi communities from all states come together. It's a beautiful thing to see. See what he can make of this, yeah? Oh, beautiful shot that was.
That
Like until they have some player Labib, another one is Asef, Ivan. If they stay, they can be winning again. Yeah. Even though it looks like 194, they have the capability.
So there are a couple of players for ACT team who can make the difference for ACT, and
Labib used to live in Minnesota, so he's a very good friend. I know him. He's
so
a very good batsman.
So the captain of ACT, Labib, he used to live in New South Wales, and the internal report says that he's a very destructive batsman, and 194 might fall short in front of him.
Maybe he went to the ACT to be in politics. Who knows?
He used to play in under-19 Bangladesh national team. He's playing for them. So
Beautiful struck on the leg.
It's a repeat. He's done the same thing. He's worked himself across the off stump, got into position and worked out with a nice sweep there. And that's the fast side of the ground, as they know.
They know. They
had to field there first.
They knew the pain. If the ball is there, it's gonna run to the boundary. So that's what they're utilizing right now.
That's it. It's a tactical game. They're on the money for the run rate. This being the third over, they're already on 27.
And lots of explosive shots.
Oh, for sure.
Batsman came down the wicket. There's a bit of a miss hit, chance of a catch, but that was a difficult. Ball landed on the no man's land, and batsman took 2 runs before the fielder sent the ball to the keeper.
Yep. You see this on the replay. It's up in the air. It is going quite a bit away from the fielder. It's a bit hard to get to. That's the difference between saying your prayers before you play cricket and not. You get that extra opportunity. You live to see another day.
Another ball of excitement. Struck down the leg. Fielder running towards the ball. The batsman took a comfortable single. And weather continues to be very nice.
Oh yeah, beautiful day today.
I mean, I don't know if there can be any better day than this to play cricket.
Man, in all honesty, I would love to be out there myself. This is absolutely spot
After the
on.
match is finished, you can bowl, mate.
Yeah, I'll try, but we've got award ceremonies.
There was outside of the off, there was a room for the batsman, and batsman made the use of that ball. It went down to the 4.
Yeah, very well timed on that cut.
So see, after 2.5 over 34 runs, it means like they are
In the balance.
going in the right direction.
Yeah. So yeah, watch
As
this
we
on
said,
replay.
SCT boys are replying in kind.
Yeah,
They're matching the tempo. They're giving it back.
Yeah, they have very other good batsmen as Asif, under 19 player, and then Ivan. Definitely, this match we can't say that NSW is owing. No.
yeah.
Batsman walked
beautiful.
out and picked up the ball early and hit for a 4.
Close to it being a 6 there.
Almost a 6 to the bigger part of the boundary as
Yeah.
well.
That's right. That's right. I think I'd need to eat 12 wheat bix to be able to hit like that. At least 12 wheat bix.
Well, he could be a complaint boy too.
That was a great shot.
So when Tendulkar used to play, there used to be a ad. What's the secret of your energy?
Yeah,
Boost is the secret. Not the Boost juice in Australia, rather
yeah, I'm
some
sure.
sort of malt drink.
Yeah. I'm sure you got paid some good royalties for that
I
comment.
believe so. I mean, right now we don't see exactly anything like that.
Yeah, that's the thing with if you make it to the top levels of cricket, there's so many avenues to make money, with sponsorship and all that. Speaking of sponsorship, I mean, this couldn't have been possible without sponsorship.
Absolutely not.
Every state put forward their own sponsors. Then we've had other
And in that we haven't really talked much about the Albright. So Albright Education and Language Center, they have been the title and the gold sponsor. They're all over Australia wide.
Yep. Also, we've got Signature Holidays, the Next Device TND, and also Oz Dream Build, who all your and S-Tech Solutions, all have played a big part in sponsorship.
Organizer.
And then obviously, as I know, being from West Australia, the main organisers behind this comp, we brought it all the way from the West to show you our love here in the East.
Well, west to the south.
Yep.
And all the Eastern boys joined us here.
That's right.
Eastern and the Northern boys joined us here.
That's it, eh?
Down south.
Yep, 100%.
I hope everyone is having a good time here, although the players will be a bit exhausted.
Yeah.
But that's not showing in the field. They're
No.
attacking every ball.
100%.
And although I don't know whether the players, their partner or their spouses know about it, the Harbour Town was just right across this field, which is the big shopping destination. Unfortunately, that's the first wicket down. And is that Labib? First wicket down for ACT.
Labib,
Labib, the captain gone. That was a shot. He was seeking for a 6. However, fielder was in the boundary and it just deposited in fielder's hand safely.
Yeah, he was playing a lot on that side. You could see in the previous over how he was getting 4s off that shot. But obviously, New South Wales are smart enough to set him up for that. If he wants, you can't keep playing the same shot and always get away with it. It's good if you get your iron and can do it, but eventually.
And they set up a nice catching position for him as well.
Perfect.
Right on the boundary. They exactly knew that what sort of ball they had to
Yep.
give him and the result they would get.
That's it. All you need is a handy pair of hands.
Very, very clever execution from Asif Adnan with his field.
Be interesting to see who comes to the crease now. They've got a good momentum going. They need to keep that going. for those of you who are new to cricket, the new rules in cricket is if
That's
there's
a
a catch.
very quick single. Yes, you're talking about the new.
Yeah, the new rule is if there is a catch taken and the batsman cross, it doesn't matter. They have to go back because the new batsman coming to strike has to take strike. He can't be on the non-strikers end. He must take strike.
I think, and I like that rule because that's something, at least for the bowling team, that gives them a bit of an advantage.
Yeah.
Given that the whole T20, most of the rules actually favors the batsman.
Yeah, obviously. It's all designed really for the entertainment of cricket. You know, let's be honest.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
So who's the new batsman in?
Asif, Assam. Yeah, I'm talking about this guy.
So a new batsman, Assam. He actually played for the Bangladesh under-19 team. He has the ability to make this squad look really small. Now the question is what he's going to do today.
Yeah.
NSW is trying everything to ensure that their biggest score remains big. Beautifully fielded. Batsman had to abort their trying to get a run.
Yeah. You can see the intent on the field in this replay. He's
another over gone.
He's waiting there. And
the first wicket was taken on this over.
Yeah. So yeah, now the run rate is on par.
Hard job for this man, yeah.
Yeah.
There is no shade, nothing. We are in the shade.
That's what I was thinking that actually earlier, that because now the sun is on the west, and it's actually hitting him directly right now.
As I said, like he enjoyed it. He was with us first 2 years without touching any camera. Just come and go, come and go.
He's been a very patient man.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're not understanding what we're talking about our man on the camera who's doing all the panning.
And actually, he's an MBBS doctor.
He's a doctor of the camera now.
Well, here in our live viewing and the commentary panel, I mean, we all come from the different professions. I mean, the person who is managing the camera with the live panning and everything, he's a doctor. Saddam Bhai, he's providing us with all the technical support, and the ESTV owner. He's a professor.
IT, does lectures in IT.
Lecturer in IT.
Yeah.
And I've got Michael. He's an entertainment guy in all forms and format, in cricket, in media.
Yeah, like I say,
theatre,
DJing, all of it. But everyone has to have a day job, and I'm in insurance.
And
I'm not covering any of these guys for injury, but I'll tell you that now.
And he will keep you safe though.
Yeah.
And I'm a nurse, so I hope people feel very comfortable, like safe here.
That's it.
But what brings us all together is the love of cricket, the passion of cricket. That's what brings us all together, and that's what brings us here. All the Bangladeshi migrants from other states to South Australia to play these all-bright Australia-wide.
Speaking of being a nurse, they might need you now.
Oh, they might need me now. All right, we've got a doctor to send right now. Looks like we've got a player who has been injured.
Not too sure the severity of it, but
his teammates are surrounding him.
Hopefully it's nothing too severe, because I'm sure, like any other player that's sitting on the sideline, you want to be in the heat of this. This is the final, the main final. So every squad does have a lot of backup, so they definitely won't be short of a player. But let's hope that, for his sake, that he's not injured in a serious manner. He's still live on the mic.
You're in my mic. You're in my.
As you can see, my co-commentator in his profession has decided he's going to step out there just to check the situation. He's trained in the medical field, so his expertise will come in handy here. If it's anything serious, he'll definitely know what is the right thing to be done for the player. As mentioned earlier, it's a mammoth score, 194, but ACT are taking that in their grasp as well. You know, they've started very confidently, and New South Wales hitting 194, which we thought was quite phenomenal. You can see on replays of some of the shots that have been played. These guys have stepped up to the plate and they are answering it, and it is on par with the run rate that they require, being nearly 10 runs and over. Few words are being spoken. Hasn't been much movement from the player who's injured.
We can go for highlight of the second innings.
Yeah.
Can you do the commentary?
Yeah. So here's some highlights from ACT, obviously the second team's innings. As you can see, it's a confident start from them as well. They've really brought it back to New South Wales. That one there was a very good delivery, going through the keeper. And then there on the front foot, playing down the line.
Couple of shots come twice.
Yeah. He's found his rhythm there on the offside. And then whack on the onside. Lovely shot there through the covers. Nice little cut shot there. And then here you go, you'll see the barrage of the leg side shots from the captain. He really took to those shots, got quite a lot of runs from them. But it also was his downfall. He ended up getting caught in the deep. Trying to hoik that one straight to the keeper.
That was a nice shot, yeah.
Beautiful shot.
Yes.
Very classy shot. There you see again, loves it. Once again, taking it off middle stump.
I think his match is the player is out of the ground and matches will start soon, yeah? Real live game.
Yeah.
So you are watching highlights of Labib and Ashmar opening stand. And SCT highlights, they batted very well, very well. Still they are in the game. When New South Wales scored 194, we thought it's a big score, but the way they reply back, seriously, you are watching the highlights right now. So they make it very easy. And when the Lavi was out, but still they are going. That is the wicket, Lavib. It's a nice catch taken by New South Wales fielder. And then Ishmar comes. We come back to live now. There's the live. You watch highlights before now. There's the live. Our commentator, Shumon. I really appreciate him, as he is a nurse and oh no, it's not my guy. Still talking. No, it's not. As he is a nurse, and when there is someone need help,
Kabir. His name is
Yeah.
Kabir. He was playing for
He's Kabir.
So what's the feedback on that?
Okay, what is the? Can you tell us what the feedback?
I mean, he has got a bulging disc problem, so and also playing back-to-back games, that's putting him under the bridge of the pressure. So he's resting with our South Australian, some of the South Australian cricket team boys. They'll be looking after him for a while, and he'll be fine.
There's a possibility to run out.
It's good to hear that hopefully he'll be fine after a bit of rest. But we're back here live now, and the action commences. ACT, as you can see, have stood up to the task at hand. There's a good ball there, punched through to the covers,
The fielder was there.
straight to his hands.
Well, we've got some dogs running around in the
That's well struck. It's
well
going
struck
towards the
and
far
running
side.
to the four. The fielder tried to attempt a football kick.
Yeah, I thought it was Ronaldo out there for a moment.
Although he proved to be a Tevez, missing the post. Although I'm an Argentina fan as well. And I'm hoping they would reach at least in the quarter this time in the Qatar World Cup.
Yeah.
I'll be there to watch them.
Yeah. It's Lionel Messi, as we know, plays for Argentina, and he's a champion player, but still he's not had the opportunity to take the cup home to Argentina. So how many years he's got left to have that opportunity? Who knows?
Well, possibly this is his last. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, that's how at least I pitch it to my wife to be able to get all the tickets and the airfare. The airfare was just too expensive. Yeah, I'm going to Qatar. I mean, I had to get Mrs. on board.
How much cost ticket?
So the total cost is, so it's like half of the cost were in the flight, around $3,500 for the flight, and another $2,500 for the match ticket. I'm watching 3 match, Group 16 and a quarterfinal.
Yeah.
So accommodation for a week, and the match tickets cost like another $2,500.
Yeah.
So total together 10,000. Eh?
7,000 at this stage, plus whatever the missus give me the list to shop from there.
So after ICC World Cup, the football, yeah, FIFA World
Yeah. So it's a start. It will be just after the ICC. I mean World Cup finishes.
Okay, so this bowler's tightened them up with a couple of deliveries here. So I'm sure they're going to want to try and rotate the strike or get the boundary. But no,
Well,
he's
the
hitting,
ACD batters are trying. However, they're finding the fielders in their every attempt.
yeah,
The run rate creeping up a little bit.
yeah.
Are they going to be comfortable? Is it mounting a pressure on them? A big hit down the ground. Fielders running back. It landed safely before the fielder fielded and sent the ball to the bowler. 2 runs.
Yeah. Steps across the stumps and whack. I don't think he hit it as with as
I
much
think the
intent.
timing was not really that great.
That's
the ball
right.
actually went up quite high.
You're right.
If the mid another ball,
Ooh.
batsman tried to make a room for himself.
Really should have stepped across the stumps in that one.
Yeah, should have stepped on the off so that it would have more room to play on the leg.
Yep.
If you look at the field, there is only one fielder in the deep on the leg, and rest of them are. So yeah, the bowler actually has got a offside pact.
Oh, that's well hit.
That's a well hit, and the ball will go to the boundary, or will not, or it won't. No, it did. It did go to the boundary. Umpire Shishir Ahmed just signaling it's a 4.
See, if you watch this here, that's what he should have done the other ball as well. Step across that off stump and work it away. And
I mean, given that he's bowling a off spin, so he would just give him more room.
100%. free
Although
the arms up and swing across the line of the ball. How many overs is that?
is there a new bowler coming in? Is there a change in bowler?
How many overs is that? How many overs?
6 overs.
Beautiful.
So this is the last over.
Six
Oh,
balls.
6 over done. So
Score 59.
it's score 59. That's actually higher than the yeah.
The run rate is now it's very small.
I mean,
still 9.83.
I think at this stage, NSW was at 42 after 6 overs at 0 wicket.
Yeah.
On the 7th over, the batsman was retired hard.
Yep. And then,
but at this moment, SCT is trailing very well. The new bowler on the charge, good ball. They just pushed it slowly on the soft hand. The long off fielder, the mid-on fielder covered a great ear to stop the second run.
Yep.
Very, very, very aggressive fielding, very agile.
The field is out now, as you are aware. It's the end of the power play. So at least the batsmen are looking to turn over the strike. There's 2 in a row now that they're doing this. Obviously, they need to be mindful of the run rate. They don't want to be a bit complacent, which can happen. Like some batsmen get intimidated once the field's out, and then their natural game of having a hit can be subside. But this guy is having a bit of a hit at it, and there is a
try to hit the long off. Batters just take 2 runs. You'd remember Michael Bevan, how he used to rotate the strike.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think how he would be fitted in these current T20 matches. I think he played actually some T20 matches, didn't he?
Yeah, he played some novelty matches as well.
Novelty matches as well. Because he was a great, finding the gaps and constantly rotating the strike.
What they call a strokesman.
Yeah.
Like, very good player of the strokes. There are batsmen. So just waiting for this ball.
Nicely strike down the ground. A lofted shot, and that just went for the 4.
Stopped in my tracks in commentating there. Watch that shot. That was a beautiful shot.
The batsmen knew they're going to get it rewarded for it.
Yeah. There's the dugout there. All the boys there, sitting on the edges of their seats.
The coach.
And the coach right in the middle there. So there'll be a lot of things going through their minds, I'll tell you now.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure that they're talking with the team how they're going to execute the next few overs. Definitely, they don't want to lose wicket. They want to cross the 10+ overs with wicket intact, and so that they can come out with the more firepower.
100%. Like I said, the first 8 overs are going to be a very defining point in this match. So we're in the 7th now, and if they can keep that run rate up there and keep pushing it on into that 10th over, game on.
And so far the pitch has been very favorable for the batters. No uneven bounce, although initially I thought that there may be 1 or 2 balls which stayed low or came up, but we're not seeing them that much. Ball coming to the bat really nicely.
Yep. I've got to say, I was watching the other game on the other pitch this morning, and this is definitely the better pitch to be playing on. Just the consistency is way, way better, you know. And the bowlers from both sides have bowled really well, but it's just, it is more a batter's wicket. Like, you can see it, if you're bowling short of a length, still these guys are getting into position early and giving it a good hoik. So, quality batsmen on this sort of wicket, there's always runs to be made.
I mean, the key has been they've been picking up the ball early. They're intently seeing how the bowlers are releasing the ball and utilizing that time. They're reacting very fast. Yeah. Here, all the intention is there to get the maximum out of every ball.
Without a doubt.
Again, viewers, you're watching us at ESTV at Albright Australia-wide mini T20 World Cup tournament, whatever you want to call it. It's a World Cup in the World Cup in South Australia.
It's a World Cup for the Bangladeshi community of Australia.
Yeah. Just pushed to the fielder and ran for a single.
That's it.
The batsmen are looking solid, although there were a couple of miss hits, but now they're looking more settled. And
Yeah,
they're executing the singles well. As I was talking to you about Michael Bevan earlier, like how he used to take singles, and then he would hit a boundary every over and
Yep.
things like that. The strokes, man, and as much as I love to see those big sixes and everything like that,
yeah,
I think that sort of play is also very important to keep the like a score rotating.
absolutely. One of my favorite players from way back, old England, is Jack Hobbs,
Yeah,
and he was just brilliant. Like, just let this play.
ball on the leg, and it got punished to the 4, and
Yeah.
the ball keeps running.
So yeah, so he was a batsman that would pretty much, you know, when you see batsmen go out to the crease and they look at the field where they're all standing. This guy was a technician. He'd be able to know where the fielders are and hit a ball and dissect them in half every time. You'd never see him going for the sixes, just 4s. He'd just play good timing shots between the two fielders. 4.
How amazing that would be!
Oh man, you know, so a batsman who can do that. I mean, obviously T20, you get the opportunity to in the first 6 overs to really give it a hit if you're a good striker of the ball. But if you come down to this now and the field's all out, you really need
Sometimes you know what I think, the concept of
fine edge on that, and
fine edge on that. There was a scare of run out, but that doesn't look like that happened.
There, nah.
Although excellent fielding,
non-striker was well and truly on his way as soon as that touched that ball.
you'd remember Jayasuriya in 1996 World Cup.
And Kulavatarana,
yeah, with the Kulavatarana, the first 15 overs, the bash they would give the bowlers.
Yeah, that's it. I
think that's when the concept of T20 was kind of set on that.
That's when they gave Sri Lanka a shining light. You know, back in the day they had all the you know, the Aravinda De Silvas and all these boys, but these two guys, when they came to the crease, my God, what a sight to see.
I mean, after them you would have the Aravinda De Silva and. All right, that's a catch, and that's in the safe hand, and Assam is walking back to the pavilion.
Those catches there, you might think, yeah, okay, you got a lot of time to get under them, but sometimes that extra time, having to think about it, can,
and often sometimes something which you can see, but you can actually feel if you're in the field, which is when this like a toppage happens, the ball just keeps turning and just whizzing, and when you sort of take them, it's still going on, and there's a good chance that you're gonna miss that if you're not like really used to that.
Here's a replay of it, and you see he's getting into position. Yep, there it is. Oh, I can't believe he took it that low, but it worked for him.
Yeah, he took his time.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, down on both knees for that one. They're still in an even position here, like I say. The run rate's good. They've only lost the 2 wickets. So, yeah, this game is in the balance, which is good. There's nothing worse than going to a game where one team puts on a massive score and the second team crumble under the pressure trying to chase.
I mean, in that sense, this is truly a grand final match.
Yeah.
NSW has put a mammoth score, and ACT is replying in kind. They're not shying away. Any and every ball, they want to send it to the boundary, and their batsmen are executing it pretty well.
Absolutely. Well, let's see if they can continue that with the new batsman at the crease. Obviously, a few words would have been said to the parting batsman, to this man on the way in. And I'm sure that the captain would have said to him on his way out that, boy, we need to keep this momentum going. You know, we have a chance here.
Absolutely.
Asif is the new batsman.
Asif is the new batsman.
I think I made a mistake. Asif or Asif, they have a very similar name, yeah?
Okay,
As I know, that he used to play in the under-19 team. I think that was Assam or what is the first opener name. I can find out.
Yeah. There is one thing.
You can see the way he backed.
It struck with the intent, but the ball found the fielder.
It is always hard if you in these sort of, I've got to say, like even in WA, we've got so many subcontinental players in the tournaments with all.
Opener is Asmam. So Asmam is not like Asif. These gentlemen used to play for under-19, not Asmam.
Okay.
We are giving you wrong information. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
It's okay, no problem.
But
like they are playing now, that is important.
Yeah.
What they played in the past, it doesn't make sense. Yeah? If they win, they're winner. They lose, they're loser.
They like say in these subcontinental sort of games, like the names, it's not as easy as Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Well, all the it's a little bit twisted than biblical names. That's for sure.
Yes. You see that New South Wales have got a bit of spark back now. They're trying to create some intent here. Oh, that was wide, but he's gone for
That's a misfield. There was a chance of catch, and then there's a misfield.
Wow.
And the batsman now took 2 runs comfortably.
That was a very well played shot.
The strike down the ground. The non-striker wanted to take a single. Wanted to take another run.
Yeah.
However, now the striker batsman said, "Nope, not happening.
Not happening.
Stay there. I want to hit 6."
That's it.
Or maybe it's over.
Yeah. Very good footwork to play that shot.
Yes.
Yeah. Got to the pitch.
Very good footwork. Very good timing.
Yeah. To get to the pitch of that ball, beautiful. Still nice and sunny here in Adelaide. As we were saying earlier, based on the weather patterns that we were seeing 2 weeks ago, we weren't expecting weather as nice as this, but this is beautiful.
The single from the City Boys. They're rotating the strike. But it's been a while. They've been hitting some big shots.
Yeah.
Possibly they now need some 6 and 4.
Well, the key is just to at least keep turning over the strike if they're not being able to get away with the big hits. They have to.
The keeper ran for the ball. They thought about taking a 2 and then discard the idea.
Which was probably a wise decision.
Could have resulted in a run out then.
Most definitely. The other fielder was running into back his keeper who set off to get the ball. And
it's great to see that they're working as a very well connected, well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
When the keeper ran, the other player came to the wicket for the backup, and that's great.
Yep.
The keeper actually right now just made a very good save.
Yeah.
that could run to the 4.
That's right, eh? That's it. Obviously, they got
especially in a club cricket level, that's a very common scenario.
That's right, eh? You see that a fair bit. Wide plus the extras.
Yeah, being a keeper, sometimes I can tell you that, yes, it happens. Why the bowler bowled that far?
That's it, eh?
I'm not holding that.
You see those 3 things over there? Aim for them.
Yeah.
Don't aim for something
anything
you see
else.
in the background. Whatever you see, if someone you don't like in the background is off the pitch, don't aim for them. That was really good cricket all round. Well bowled.
Good line, good length, good fielding.
That's cricket. What a good ball that was. His team's getting right behind him.
Suddenly the run rate is dropped.
Yeah. Like I say, that last wicket that fell, we could see the intent from New South Wales now. They want to get back on top. It was.
It could be after the injury that then the moment the game stopped.
It broke the momentum.
What do you think?
I reckon you're right. I reckon that
After
time.
that injury,
Yep.
the match is stopped.
Yep.
And the batting.
Now there's a drinks
That's right.
break.
The momentum broke.
Go for a break.
Now there's a drinks break. We'll be taking a break as well, and
We are back in live.
Yep, we're back again, and what looks to seem like a really well balanced game here between New South Wales and ACT. So if you're just joining us, if you have a look at what they're chasing down, wow, what a ball that was! So we're looking at chasing down 194, which was put on by New South Wales, and ACT has stepped up to the plate. They're not far off matching the run rate at this point of the game. So it's definitely a game in the balance. ACT were running away with the game a little bit and hitting to match them, but New South Wales have put a bit of a clamp on. Very well bowled and well played as well, just a single there. This part of the game, you want bowlers who can bowl really good line and length, stump to stump, so that batsmen have to manufacture shots to make the runs, especially with all the outfield. It's another good ball. Good fielding attempt there. And he stopped a certain run. Once again, thank you to Yes TV who are bringing this telecast to you live. We've been doing a substantial game. Substantial effort for this game, I should say.
Buy your drinks also. রাখেন রাখতে আপনার সুবিধা রাখেন বা এই পিছনে এখানে রাখতে পারি যদি চান বা একটা চেয়ার টেনেও রাখতে পারেন
আপনার কথা হচ্ছে কমেন্ট
বন্ধ
on খেলা লাইভে
We're back in the commentary and live box with our refreshments, Shingara and Coke. Thanks to Priyo Bangla Catering for keeping us well fed.
I must say these are some really tasty bondas. What over is this? What number over? Oh, what number over?
That one?
Over.
How many over?
11.2.
11.2.
11.2, and what's the total score right now?
95 to
95. They need another 100 in around 8 overs. So the required rate is over 12. Will they be able to do it? Keep an eye on Yes TV Live.
100%. You can see the intent from New South Wales to keep it tight. These two batsmen have got a bit of a job on their hands to steer that run rate in their favour again.
And while they do it, they also need to possibly keep the board steady as well, because apparently the boys were shouting that, oh, their runs machines are finished. So let's see how that works out for ACT now.
Well, the captain, I reckon, has spoken to the bowlers and said, yep, just keep the right line and length. We'll do the rest. We know we've got all our fielders in the right places. We just got to bowl the line and length. So these guys here, ACT, are going to have to manufacture some shots to get that run rate back up.
Batsman went down the track. Wanted to execute a big shot, but just didn't happen. 1 run before the fielder sent the ball back to the bowler. Eight teams from the 6 states and 2 territories, all here in South Australia, playing mini Bangladesh T20 World Cup.
There's been a lot of
Another
good
over finished.
sponsorship as well for this. So we've had our main sponsor Albright, and then we've also got Ozstream built. Yes TV, obviously bringing the broadcasting as well, and then the next device, Signature Holidays, S-Tech Solutions, and this has all been proudly brought to you from a lot of engagement with all the states, obviously this nation here, or this state I should say, of South Australia, to have it happen and host it. But it's Perth Bengal who's really put a lot of time and effort into making this happen as well. You know, it's never easy trying to organise things in another state when there's a lot of groundwork to be done, but here we are, and we've got this beautiful grand final to watch.
I mean, being it done for the first time, yes, there has been some hiccups, some unknown, uncharted territory, a lot of questions, how that's going to be happen, how would you do it, some council involvement here as well to be able to organize this.
Yeah.
But so far it's going on, and now we're at the stage of grand final.
That's what I'm talking about. You're going to have to manufacture some shots. It's not the most orthodox shot there, but he got into a position where he could get behind that quite well.
So two matches going on at this moment. So
Take one.
batsman's trying to rotate the scores and scoring some twos. Hopefully that way they will be able to reduce the pressure on the run rate and get them back in the game.
100 runs. Right?
Beautifully sweep. The ball is running to the boundary, and there was a bit of a soccer match going on the boundary, and they were able to save the ball running into the boundary.
You can see it there on the replay. Yep, there you go.
The Messi and Ronaldo all deployed there. So far, NSW's fielding has been top shelf.
Yeah.
I don't think so they have missed any catch, although there was some miss during the SCT fielding.
Yeah.
Now it's required 44 runs, 44 ball. I think 8 runs. That makes ball of half of
it. So now the record rate is 12 per over, 88 runs from 44 balls. Beautifully struck. The ball is running to the boundary, and the batsman gets the reward of 4.
Yeah. And there's some of the committee members there doing the fielding on the outside of the boundary.
Well, we can see Michael Hennessy there.
Yeah. That's the sort of intent they're going to need moving forward. They need more of these 4s to sit a bit more comfortably. He's taking his chances there in the air.
Lofted shot, landed safely. They wanted to take batters wanted to take 2, but the fielders with their agility stopped them at 1 run.
Yeah, yeah.
And the over done. And end of this over, the run is 112 after
13 overs.
13 overs.
42 balls, 83 runs to win.
So 83 runs required from 42 balls. What do you think, Michael? Is it doable? Can the City Boys do it?
They, like I say, with the last 2 batsmen that were in, I would say yes. These 2 guys, they're playing some really good shots. I think they just need to show a little bit more intent. They're going to have to take some chances. We're at that tipping point now, with that many balls for that many runs. They're going to have to take some chances. They've got heaps of guys sitting in the shed over there. And if you take your chances and it comes off, man,
that's your reward.
Yeah, that's your reward. You just edge your way towards that required run rate. So they're going to have to start taking some chances now.
And maybe it is also a symbolic struggle between SCT staying at the capital of Australia, and NSW wants to claim it that now we want to be the capital of Australia. What do you say?
Yeah, that's it. So let's call it politics, because that's where all our politicians are, right? SCT.
Well, we have a South Australian Labor MP, Matt Barnell, actually visited us here earlier as a part of their community engagement. When they heard that it's happening, and they were like, they would be glad to come and talk to the boys. So they visited yesterday. Emily Bark also visited us here. She is the newly appointed disability minister, very first, possibly in the world actually. Now no other government has an MP for disability, I think.
Yeah, I'm not too aware of it myself. But no, it's good to see that sort of support from local council officials and whatnot.
Batsman went down the track and nicely pushed it to the fielder for a single.
Yeah. Like if you look at communities within Australia, I mean, Indian community is really big, but for Bangladesh to do this, it's really set a new benchmark, So these other communities, we're probably looking at this like, wow.
So like I know, I mean, in the state level, it has happened, but not in a national level. We haven't seen anything. At least I haven't seen anything.
I've not seen anything on a national level. Within state, yes, there's definitely, like in West Australia, there's heaps of different competitions.
And I think you guys, I mean, in Western Australia, you guys run the biggest organized, while New South Wales runs the most number of tournaments.
Yeah.
Because New South Wales has got like tournaments coming after one another.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
usually they finish one, there is another one. They finish one, there is another one.
Yeah. Yeah, other than Perth Bengal, there is another guy who organises two big competitions, which is Perth Premier League and Sub Cup. They're big competitions, but the Bangladeshis in Perth had 3 competitions, but now they have 2. So they have All Nations and BBC Big Bash. And like I say, our last few tournaments have had the most teams in any sort of T20 level competition in all of Australia. So the last one we had 46 teams. We actually had 48 serious tenders and 50 in total tenders that wanted to play. 48 very serious. The other 2 were by the wayside. Ended up having to line it out, and 46 teams in.
That's impressive. That's definitely impressive.
Oh,
I mean, that's a massive community engagement.
Oh, big time. Across all communities, that one. So the Indians, Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, Sri Lankans.
Afghans, Nepals.
Yeah, Nepalese community. Everything, man. And obviously, because a lot of these players play grade cricket,
yes,
they're bringing their Australian teammates from their team,
yes,
their club teams to come play. Big engagement. It's so good to see.
I mean, that's the beauty of, again, I mean, from the country that we are. I mean, that we just keep talking that our grassroots level cricket or the community cricket is not that strong. While in Australia, I mean, this is part of the grassroots or community cricket. I mean, engaging the community, encouraging the younger generations.
Absolutely.
I mean, yes, right now the people who are playing, they're mostly migrant, but their kids, I mean, that is spirit that they hold, they will pass it to their children, whether it's a boy or a girl, doesn't matter, because here equally they're playing and they're doing good. And that's the beauty of it, that these players, they will pass this enthusiasm to their kids, and they will continue the tradition of the playing cricket.
Absolutely. I mean, like say, we got guys playing this competition from the age of 17 to the age of like 48. And it just goes to show you this is all family orientated. So it is definitely a shining light for the younger generations to come through and follow in their footsteps,
And given that cricket requires a lot of commitment, I mean, a couple of days in the training, then the day of the match,
yeah,
throughout the summer.
Oh, that's a big hit. That's going to land on our tent.
Just went past our tent, went past the media tent. Big 6.
What the?
Massive.
Our sweeping cameraman looking to the skies.
I have a experience in a Sydney community gate once. This laptop, I'm doing like this and suddenly hit the ball in my laptop.
Wow.
So
Okay.
my laptop's gone.
Oh
I
man.
mean, I have once sent a ball through, like inside a house,
Yeah.
broke their window,
Yeah.
but that field was not definitely this big.
Yeah. That was a huge hit. Now that's the type of batting.
That
ICC
would
need.
be a good 80 meters.
Oof. He's showing the intent. He really wants. He really
He
liked
is
that
going
last
for
one.
it.
He liked that last one. I think he wants to put a few more of those on his
He
plate.
definitely wants to replicate that. He wants to go big,
Yeah.
They have
and he wants to tell the bowler, go home.
34 ball and 70 runs.
Okay.
They're making still 12, but they can be
Yeah.
if they score half.
A few boundaries.
They're keeping up with the required rate. If it comes to the last over and 12 runs, I'm pretty sure that they will make it. Now the key would be not losing the wicket and keep scoring the runs. Would that be a 4 in the boundary? What does umpire say? An umpire signaling it 4. Definitely the SCT boys in the dugout just cheering. Very exciting in the field. NSW's body language is looking there a little bit suddenly, just like, oh, what's happening? Why suddenly there's some runs happening?
Well, they did have the upper hand for the last few overs. They did
Last
put the clamp on.
3-4 overs, they have been on the controlling side.
Absolutely. Since that break in play.
Is very expensive today. With his 2.3 over, he already given 35 runs.
Wow.
That is so Rifat, the bowler right now, he is their strike bowler, and so far he has given 35 runs.
So the news is here. The batsman, he also used to play for under 19 team. Rifat also played for under 19 team.
So they're under 19 teammates.
Yeah.
The batsman and the bowler. Now who dominates? Hey, who gets the upper hand?
Well,
Who is going to show each other the door?
Yeah, that's it. Well, it depends on the.
That's why I see the one Rifat come. He tried to friendship.
It all depends on their memories from their younger days of cricket. Who was the dominator, with the ball or with the bat? Good shot.
Good shot in the off, and the ball runs to 4.
That was very well played. You just watch how he gets into
just over the cover, and the ball runs to the boundary through the extra cover.
He read that ball so well. If you see how he stepped into position for that shot, he manufactured that. And you can see that the bowler's very angry.
There's excitement from the bowler. He's shouting to his teammates, "Come on, guys!"
4 ball already given 14 runs.
Wow.
In the last 4 balls, the bowler has given 14 runs. He may be cracking under the pressure. Whether the NSW boys hold it, bowler is going around the wicket.
Go for his friend.
Shot. Here's a player there.
And Asif hasn't been nice to his old teammate.
That's cricket, man.
He is telling him that I know your tricks and I'm going to attack you. I'm going to undo your tricks.
See what this batsman has to say.
After the single, a different batsman facing the bowler.
Oh,
there's a manufactured shot, and
well
run
played.
to the boundary.
Very well
The
played.
fielder is chasing. The ball, there's a dive, and
it's gone.
it will be, and it's given 4. Very exciting.
Well played. Well manufactured shot, that one. That's the sort of stuff. For a second, I thought he was going to do a ramp, but then he just.
I actually thought that he's gonna go ramp or like a scoop, but he played a sweep.
Yeah.
A very, very fine sweep.
Very fine. As I was saying earlier, that's what they need to do. They need to manufacture.
No, they need 30 ball, 57 runs. See how close
It's 57 runs from 30 balls. Will it happen? We have to wait for till the last ball, I believe.
As they say, only time will tell. And we've got plenty of time on our hands. Well, I sort of do. My partner begs to differ, but I'm here now, and it's all about the cricket.
We have to deal with our partner later on.
I know.
That case.
Hopefully she's not listening to me. Babe, I love you, but I have to do what I got to do.
Well, in that case, I'm a little bit lucky because I know that my wife is not listening to this right now. She doesn't exactly like cricket.
That's gold.
YouTube quality is not bad, eh?
That's
So
pretty good.
YouTube is more good.
It's pretty good.
The batsmen are probably not liking this because they've got a bit of momentum now, so they probably want to run with it. This is not going to be in their favour, but they
NSW bringing out a slower bowler, possibly. He was their off spinner, wasn't he?
correct.
They would be possibly looking for some. I mean, to score from him, the batsman has to use some strength, and there will be a chance for the edges.
There's a wide gap between for where mid-on is. He's right quite across, and you have a look where how cross mid-off is.
Yeah, there is a big gap, and
he's
as
seen it.
we were talking, the batsman saw
He
it
saw
as
that
well
gap.
and just hit it back right over the head of the bowler.
He must
for a
have. He
four.
must have an earpiece in. He must have heard what I was saying, and he knew that was a huge gap between there.
I would say the batters are analyzing the field very well and seeing where their chances are,
Absolutely,
and they're absolutely utilizing them.
that's right. He capitalized on that straight away. Surprisingly, they're keeping the field the same way.
That's interesting because I mean, if I'm the captain, I would actually bowl the same, but bring a fielder closer to there. I would try to take a catch.
I would definitely bring mid-off across. Oh shit!
I would say that was not the intended shot, more of a miss hit. Though they wanted to play it on the off, but good fielding.
It was good fielding in the end. I'm surprised that they kept that field. Mid-off really should come across more towards the goals. Just to make him think twice, because if he mishits,
that's very wide. That's
yeah.
very wide for both mid off and mid on. And
the bowler's obviously changed his length up to.
They were hoping for a direct throw. Would they take a third? Things are getting very excited in the Canberra dugout. The boys are cheering for the batsmen. They're telling them they can do it, they can win the match, and show that why Canberra is the capital of Australia.
Yeah.
Can we call all the police at work now?
Yes, yeah. Well, if they win, we'll call them. Say, look what your boys have done for you. Be proud. But the game's not over yet. Much
they just
smarter.
Push to the deep, and would they take a single or a double? They settle for a single.
Much smarter bowling now. He's changed his length and line up just slightly.
As I was talking to you also earlier, that with a slower ball, I mean slow bowlers, it becomes a bit difficult to score compared to the fast bowlers.
Yep. But they do have to bowl those right line and
yes,
lengths.
Absolutely, they do.
And I think he's readjusted
his length and line both.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, beauty.
That one seemed to come on a bit quicker.
26 ball, 49 runs.
49 from 26.
25, sorry.
From 25 balls. Very doable. What do you think, Michael?
Yeah, it can. These guys have been there at the crease for a while.
And they're looking comparatively stable, isn't it?
They are. They're looking comfortable. They'll definitely be having a chat now because this is it.
So it's 48 from 24 balls? Is
48 it? For 24 balls.
48 for 24 balls. Is still the run rate staying at 12. I'm pretty sure that they want a few good overs. Maybe if they want to reduce the pressure, maybe they want 15, 16 or up to 20 from some of the overs.
Yeah,
and if they can do that, they will be really seeing it coming down.
It'll be interesting. You can see the New South Wales have gathered there, so they're trying to work out what sort of bowling that we're going to utilise to only let them get away with ones and twos. And this is a real crucial time for them as well. Obviously, the batsmen, their intent is going to be fully. They've got so many wickets in the shed. I mean, they ideally want to stay out there because they're in, you know. But they're going to have to go for it. This is it.
And I also believe that at this moment, if they lose a wicket, the momentum could break. So that could have again.
That's another thing too. Yeah. But I mean, you have to go for
it. And that's what NSW wants.
Yeah, ideally.
They want the wickets. They want to destroy the momentum. The moment they get a new batsman in, it's always a good time to attack the new batsman.
Yep. keep him on strike.
Although it still is pretty sunny, so I don't think the light is any problem. But luckily, it's only a T20 match, not a 50-50.
Yeah, last 24 balls, 48 runs.
Wow.
Possible. In a T20 modern T20 this.
That's right. That's right.
Unless Bangladesh is playing the national team.
Some of the people comment in a TV Facebook page like NSW better than Bangladesh national team.
Well, I would say, I mean, despite whatever happened, I mean, we were all on the stadium that day, night. Whatever happened, despite the fact that we thought it's 10 wickets, it's 54 balls, it's only 85 runs, so it should have happened.
Interesting choice. They brought Assam back on.
Yeah.
So the batsmen are going to have a bit of pace to work with. So as everyone knows, pace can help you how fast the ball comes off the bat.
Absolutely.
So he wants to get his line and length 100%. Otherwise, and these guys are looking confident enough to manufacture some shots. So I'm really looking forward to this challenge.
And again, they have packed the off. So if the batsmen actually can make the room for themselves, and they've got a big gap,
huge gap, from
huge
deep
gap
square to deep mid on.
Mid on.
Yeah.
There's a short
cover. Yeah, short cover, just slightly across.
There is one man is Sanjay Mitu. Michael, good comment. You know Sanjay Mitu?
Yeah.
So I think they are behind the time.
Looks like there's a bit more drama on the field, and the umpires are talking about imposing a penalty. That are they running out of time?
Haven't been keeping my eye on the clock, but
Can I ask him what happened? Asif bhai, umpire কি বলছে? Okay, so it's the final warning. There is no penalties yet.
Okay.
So what does warnings would mean?
It's like if the
it's runs penalties.
Would they get 5 runs penalty?
Will we take one more fielder inside the?
Oh, straight to the keeper.
The batsman swing and a miss. The batsman really wanted to connect and send the ball to the boundary. It was a fuller ball.
Yeah, he had the intent.
Okay, go.
On the screen, you'll be seeing Aminul Islam Bulbul. He was the first centurion and of Bangladesh, and he is the advisor of this tournament. Plus, with him there is Selim Rahman. He used to be he is a former Bangladesh cricket player as well in the national team. They're all here cheering up for the boys, giving them encouragement.
It's good to have people like this here.
Both Mahbub Selim and Aminul Islam Bulbul also works in Australian cricket scene.
Oh, he's got stepped up to that. Mid wicket there, and the guy from back deep, square legs, come there to cut that off, but they get away with a couple.
So Mahbub Selim, he's working as a coach. I think for some, not exactly sure which grade he's coaching right now.
Yep.
Aminul Islam Bulbul, he's living in Melbourne. He's also part of the in the Melbourne cricket scene. He's also a very busy person.
Yeah.
They were the generation who brought the cricket for Bangladesh to this level now.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so he's only worked a single on that one, so that was good. The bowler seen him stepping up, followed him with the ball, bring it into the pad, so he was a bit cramped for room on that shot. Only able to work it off on the onside, deep long on, just run up, stop that. Well, let's see what he can manufacture now. This is the time to start hitting.
20 balls, 44 runs.
So 20 balls, 44 runs. That's a beautiful shot.
That's a beautiful shot.
There's a fielder coming around.
There.
Oh, wide throw. So they managed to grab 2 out of that. I reckon he would have thought he was getting 4 off that. That was a really well played shot.
The fielding was really great from Asif, the captain,
Yep.
NSW captain. Yeah. No, him.
Oh.
Is he alright?
Yeah, he's watching
okay.
something. Oh, is anyone out there?
That ran to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, I had a feeling no one was out there.
The run rate was creeping up. The run rate was creeping up. The run rate was creeping up. What's the asking rate? What's the run required right now?
In 18 ball, 38 runs.
In 3 overs, ACT requires 38 runs.
They did do it earlier.
That's 13 runs and that's 13 runs and over. Just under 13 runs and over. Would they be able to do it?
They keep the momentum.
They keep the momentum going. They're sort of going with it. Maybe in one of those overs, they just get few extra boundaries.
The batsman has said that they will strike. In semi-final, he was 49 not out. Now he is in 47
Not out.
not out.
So Asif has scored in semi-final 49 not out. So he's definitely the man they want to be in the middle and facing the next 3 overs.
Yes, 100%.
Arif, the last 18 ball, then go back.
Okay, so let's see what they're going to do here.
Bowlers are reshuffling their fielder setup. Nicely played. Would they get a 1 or a 2? A single.
No. 17 balls.
17 balls and 37 runs.
Yeah, they have to. They've got to swing from the shoelaces, as they say. Wind up and go. Look for any sort of gaps. If it's in that slot, just go for it. That's a wide.
And that's a wide.
That'll be a handy inclusion. Wides at this part of the game can be quite costly. Obviously, you get the run for it, but
And that also demoralizes the bowling team. I mean, the bowler feels additional pressure.
100%.
37 or 17.
Oh, good ball.
37 or 17
Good ball, nicely placed. Would they go for 2? They are going for the 2.
We are there.
That wasn't out. No way.
There's the appeal for run out,
No. You can see from here,
but that's not a run out.
no. So another 2 runs to the tally.
Arif, dugout.
Both dugouts are intense right now.
Even if you look at all the other supporters of all the plan players from the other teams, everyone's on their toes.
Everybody's intently watching and will be watching the next few 16 deliveries, or how many balls left?
Okay.
That's a great shot. There's a man under it, but
Would they take the catch?
he spilled it.
He spilled it, and the batsman took 2 runs. The fielder looked very disappointed.
He did
But
have,
it was a very good run.
he did have to come and cover some ground.
15 balls and 32 runs. They're keeping up with the momentum. Batsman made the
Well
room for
played.
himself.
Straight to a
There
fielder.
is a fielder in the deep. The outfield is very fast.
Yeah, he's lucky that went straight to a fielder because that side of the ground, as we've seen, the ball just races away there.
If it would go anywhere else other than the fielder, it would possibly run to the boundary.
Oh, easily, easily. I don't know if I can call that good field placement or luck. Oh, he's found that area.
That's a misfield, and it will go to the boundary, as we were talking earlier.
Yeah, that's it. We know what we're talking about.
We know our fastest field.
We know, we know.
We're not in the game, but we are in the game.
That's it.
We used to play this ground, eh?
No. So, yeah, well.
Now, score now is 13 ball, 27 runs.
27 runs from 13 balls. Do we have any bet? Is it doable?
Wow, it's too much in the balance for me to call. I'm just so grateful to be a part of commentating this game.
The batting team's water boys are running to the batsmen, so I'm pretty sure they're taking more than the water.
Yeah, there's a few messages that'll be coming with it.
Yeah. The NSW team was warned about wasting time, so umpires will be keeping a close eye on the both teams.
Yeah,
how they're conducting themselves in the field.
100%. That's it. You'd want to get your fielders running into position, not walking. You can hear the intensity out there.
12 ball, 26 runs.
26 runs from 2 overs.
Can they make it? What do you think? What do you reckon?
Me?
It's becoming a nail-biting match. Everyone is on the toe.
In all honesty, I think it might be just a bit too much of a challenge. If the bowler
and Rakin at 50, both of them are 50. Then we forget both of them are 50.
Well, their 50s are, important, but possibly winning the game would be more important right now.
100%.
I mean, yes, they have made 50 and they're very happy, but if they don't win the game, they would be actually not so happy.
That's right, and there's a lot of other people behind them that will
because when it started, how it looked like they're very close to the winning. At least that's what I would say.
Yeah, great shot. There's a man there, but
good shot fielding. And good fielding. They took a run. Is there a bit of injury from the fielder? He's one of their bowler, Rahat.
No, Rifat.
Sorry, Rifat.
Most expensive bowler today. So now, 11 ball, 25 runs. So I can just tell them this one to whoever watching.
25 runs from 11. 25 runs from 11 balls.
Boundaries needed here. That's a good shot, but straight to the fielder.
Straight to the fielder. 23 runs from 10 balls.
Because they know that Rakin is not going lofted over, so they are inside. When Asif, they bring them back.
That's a great shot. There's a man running
around.
Picks it up on the bounce and just a single. That could be a problem sometimes. You've got men in the deep and you hit hard like that. It's obviously going to get faster to them, and you're not going to be as fast to run between the wickets. So you're only going to get a single.
And I would say they're also reading the batsman well, because for Asif, they have got the more fielders on the boundary, as he's also playing the lofted shots.
Well, that's a good ball. Locked him up a bit there. Very good, well thought delivery.
So far, this over is going very well for New South Wales.
Yeah. He's keeping the same line, but he's changing up that length, which is making him think twice. That one locked him up because of the length of the ball.
Yes.
Is the oh, I have a still three ball. 9 ball, 23 runs.
9 balls.
If they make it 25, like 15
Miss hit.
for last
A
6
miss
ball,
hit. Batsman is unhappy.
they can take for 15 runs. I think they can do it.
The last 2 balls, they would be looking for a boundary at least. They want to bring the run down to uh, close to 15, 16.
Yep. This bowler's on the money. If anything should go in the favour of ACT, they could just pray that he oversteps the line and get a free hit, because that'll come in handy for him. But I don't think it's going to happen. There's a man out there. There's two actually.
There's 2 men out there. There's a double, but not getting the boundary, and that's what ACT boys wants. Again, the water boys are running in. They must have some message for the batsman.
Yeah, hit.
So 6 ball, 19 runs.
Wow, it's not impossible, but it's a bit of a
Shimon.
struggle.
What do you think? Who will win?
Well, it can go either way.
You
It
pick one.
it
You
can
pick
go
one,
it
you
can
pick
go
one.
either way.
I pick one, and Michael pick one.
See that whatever we pick doesn't matter, because end of the day, the cricket is winning. All right, I'll pick SCT. Okay, I'm betting that they will make it.
Yeah, I'll go New South Wales, just based on the turn of the overs, and just the momentum.
I mean, 2 set batsmen who has made the 50s, and they have all the intentions
Yeah,
to go for the big shots. Yes, the bowler has to be very accurate.
yeah.
The line length has to be very
Oh my
has to be correct.
He was the most expensive bowler.
Now, is it Rifat coming back to the bowling?
Yes.
So Rifat has been the most expensive bowlers, and even these batsmen has hit him very well.
Yes.
So, and last over, the pressure is on. Yes, it's 19 runs, but haven't we seen 19 runs happening in a 1 over? I think we have seen that.
Yeah, we have.
Even we have seen that in this over. In fact, in one of Rifat's over, he was 4 for 15 in one, and then he had another 4, I think, in that over, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I'm really blown away with the choice of bowler, to be honest. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, really, yeah.
I mean,
Let's see.
oof.
Swing and a miss, the first ball. The batsman needs to really... 5 balls for 19. The job is getting harder for them.
See, Rifat is a very experienced bowler. Now, they may be bad, but he can do the...
His experience will show how he goes. The bowler's
Death
experience
over,
will show in the death over how he goes. He's going to take it to the home.
Based on his field, he needs to be a little bit more uppish on middle and off, and that's what will happen. That is what will happen if you do it, and it's gone. As I was calling it, man, he bowled exactly the same delivery,
where he wanted them.
the same delivery that I would have looked to bowl. Keep it a bit uppish on middle and off, because they're going to be charging up to hit, man. So that's always going to be a likely outcome.
Top edge. There's a very, very common outcome.
Yep. Usually the guy down third man will get involved in the picture, because the guys are trying to hit and just angles off the bat wrong.
You see, he was most expensive. In 3 over, he gave 44 runs. Now, in death over,
he's showing his true experience.
Yeah. He's in a bit of pain over there, but I'm pretty sure the glory will outdo the pain.
Absolutely. I mean, taking a wicket right now, that's
what you want.
Yes.
From a bowling side, anyway.
Absolutely.
ACT on the other hand.
I mean, that's the beauty of the cricket. I mean, I mean, throughout this match, we have seen that the match going on the right and the left. I mean, when ACT batted, we thought 194, 195 as a target, it's a mammoth.
Yeah.
But then the ACT boys made it look simple, and then they lost the momentum, and then they brought the momentum.
They bring it the player in. I don't understand why.
Well, just to create that pressure.
They just want to create the pressure on the batsman, and the batsman just took a single. Asif at the crease, so he has got 3 balls. He has got 3 balls.
Hopefully it will not happen, because now 3 ball he need to all 3 sixes.
He needs 18 runs.
Ball koi ball.
He requires 18 runs, so 3 sixes from 3 balls.
And
That would be a very difficult task, I would say.
Oh, without a doubt.
they hit this one 6.
That's
And
a
that's a
wide.
wide.
Oh.
Is the bowler losing his nerve a bit?
He should have just stuck to that line on that.
Well, he will stay with the basics. I mean,
Yeah.
they miss one ball to hit 6 and he will secure the game.
Mate, all you have to do now is bowl stump to stump.
And I'll just have to ensure that there is no ball, no
Yeah.
overstepping.
That's right. Bowl
Or you don't send a beamer.
Yeah, bowl stump to stump. That's terrible.
One more wide.
And that's another wide down the leg this time.
Wow.
It's becoming very dramatic, isn't it?
It is.
What's going on bowler's mind?
I
I mean, he is definitely experienced campaigner, as we have heard, but he has been very expensive today.
Yeah.
This match is not yet over.
Calling for 2 and they're going to get there comfortably.
See, 16 runs.
Now there is 16 runs needed, 14 runs needed from 2 balls. So
2 sixes.
unless there is a no ball or some wide,
Yeah.
the chances are very slim for
ACT.
ACT right now.
And that's the game.
Now that's
There's
that's the
another
game
ball,
for
but it is the
NSW.
game.
That's the game for NSW. The last ball is just the formalities to finish the game.
Yeah. It's the formality, as they say.
NSW has secured the first grand final.
Yeah.
I don't think so any more drama is left here.
Thanks to all the sponsors, because obviously there are awards, trophies, medals, and money for the winning teams, and it's a very generous competition, and all teams will end up walking away with something. So, which is all in the spirit of cricket. In saying that, we do have an award for the most highly spirited player, but as you can see, there's a lot more than spirit going on the field now as these people are running out. New South Wales. Well played game. They showed a lot of intent in their earlier game today against WA and just rolled with it. And I've got to give a shout out to ACT because chasing 194 was always going to be an uphill battle. And, there were some moments there where we thought, yeah, they're going to do it. But that's how the cookie crumbles, as they say.
And they were positive from the beginning. They wanted to achieve that score, and for any match, it's a mammoth score, as you said. But it has been an enjoyable game. It hasn't been a one-sided.
Yeah.
There have been so many twists and turns throughout the game.
Yeah.
And again, also from my side, I would like to thank the sponsors of the game, the organizers of the game, the Albright Institute for their sponsorship, all of their sponsors.
And once again, Yes TV, to bringing this to you, to be able to view this wherever you are in the world. You can also even let other people know they can watch the replay, because this is definitely a game worth watching. Do not tell them the result. Let them
find out.
Let them watch, because they would be thinking that ACT at some point we're going to win, but we all know the truth. And like I say, get it out there. Thanks again to Yes
and
TV.
definitely we're also seeing Michael Hennessy is very happy with the way the tournament turned out.
It's been amazing. I'm just standing there in the sunshine watching 2 grand finals being played. I just feel so blessed to be here and seeing it actually happen. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I would have been happy no matter who won.
Yep.
But it's just great to see good games being played. A lot of great cricket.
Yeah.
The way that games turned out, none of them has been a one-sided match. Every match has been a battle of will, battle between the bats and the balls.
Absolutely, and I think almost every team is left wishing they could play another game against someone else. Like there's
for sure.
the thirst for cricket, the desire to play more. It's great. Like it's just perfect.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm a cricketer myself, and watching it there, I picked up the ball to throw to the fielder when it was hit for a boundary, and I was like, I just want to run in there and bowl.
yeah. Oh, it's fantastic.
It is. It's a
beauty.
buzz. It's an
Very
absolute
excited
buzz.
New South Wales team there.
Isn't that your
Are we moving
hometown?
to
It
the
is, yeah, I'm from
ceremony
Sydney,
area?
yeah. So I'll be trying to remain, neutral for this tournament, and just wanted to see how it all played out. But I do like the light blue, the sky blue.
Oh, of course you would.
But there's a really good match over there. Queensland are chasing the total that Tassie have set too. So there's another final over there, which is going well.
Yep. We will have to, I myself need to call it because we are going to be doing some presentations. So for myself, Michael Brody, I'd like to say thank you for listening in. Like I say, this has all been live streamed, but you can watch the Yes TV replay. So get it out to your friends, because this is only the beginning of what's going to be seen every 2 years for national competitions for Bangladesh, who have really put something special on the map. And I'm sure there's other communities out there in the subcontinents. They'll see this and think, wow, this is where we want to be at. So I'd like to say thank you for everyone listening. Thank you to all our sponsors and everyone involved. And it's out for me.
And viewers, this is Shumon, another commentator, and thank you as well. Thank you, Michael. Thank you both, Michael, because I've got both of them here, and thank you, Yes TV, and thank you all our sponsors as well. It has been a glorious moment in the South Australian soil for making it as a history. So again, as Michael said, we will see you in 2 years' time. Thank you. Out from me.
হ্যালো সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ। আমি সাদ্দাম খান ইয়েস টিভি অস্ট্রেলিয়া থেকে বিদায় নিচ্ছি। নিউ সাউথ ওয়েলস 12 রানে প্রথম আইসিসি আয়োজিত বাংলাদেশ স্কোয়াড বাংলাদেশ টি20 চ্যাম্পিয়নশিপের চ্যাম্পিয়ন্স ফার্স্ট এডিশনে। সো আজকের এই খেলাটা কিন্তু ইতিহাস হয়ে থাকবে। আপনারা এই খেলাটা ফেসবুক এবং ইউটিউবে পাবেন। অ্যান্ড ইউটিউব স্পেশালি সবসময় থাকে, ফেসবুক মাঝে মাঝে পেজ copyright issue hoy, but the today whatever happened in future or past, the cricket is winning. So say thanks everyone, thank you very much. I say goodbye from here and see you next time in another game, another day. Thank you all wherever with us. Thank you very much. Bye bye from Yes TV. I'm Saddam Khan, sign off.